Yes, hello, I am James Rowlands, and as always I'm joined by...
Damn right.
And today it's the Wnr187, it's WWE Evolution. But before we do anything, let's start with the alternate intro. Whatever women do, they must do twice as well as men to be thought half as good. Luckily, this is not difficult, and that was called Charlotte Whitten.
On Monday night, July 23rd on Raw, WWE Chief Brand Officer Stephanie McMahon announced the formation of WWE Evolution, a groundbreaking all-women's exclusive pay-per-view event that will take place on Sunday, October the 28th.
Steph said, because of all you, men and women using your voices for change, we are able to provide a platform to show the world that women can do anything and be anything they want to be. Because of all you, we are able to stand here and make another first ever announcement. On October 28th, over 50 women, then, now and forever, will participate in an event called Evolution, and that event, I am privileged to announce, will be the first ever all-women's pay-per-view.
3 years ago, our fans demanded a change with the hashtag Give Divas a Chance, and an evolution started, said Triple H. WWE Executive Vice President, Talent, Live Events and Creative. Since that time, our female superstars have over-delivered in every opportunity presented to them, and I expect nothing different during our first ever all-women's pay-per-view event.
Now it is time to make history. The WNR welcomes you to the first ever women's only pay-per-view.
A revolution started in the WWE. And because of you, the Divas division became the Women's division. All of you have inspired people all over the world with your courage, with your passion, with your unbridled talent. Women competed in the Middle East for the first time in WWE. The chant was, "This is hope. This is hope."
I grew up watching women's wrestling, and I knew this is what I wanted to do.
This has been a dream since I was a little girl, realizing how far we've come.
It didn't start with 2 women or 4 women or 6 women. It took every woman from the day WWE started having women's wrestling until now.
When I first got signed, I said, I want to make women's wrestling the coolest thing on TV.
We wanted to be as good as the men.
It's not like, you're a girl, you can't do this. No. You go in there like Wonder Woman, and you're going to conquer.
Our women's division is in the middle of a women's revolution in WWE, which is in the middle of a women's revolution in the world.
It's hard not to get emotional because it finally feels like we won.
Every woman who has a gift, an ability, and a desire to succeed should be able to do that.
Every generation of women took the torch and carried it until it's time for the next person to take it.
We're all stars, and that's what we are. Women are stars.
All of these girls are going to see this and know that they can accomplish anything in the world, because it is about showing today's generation that they can be and do anything.
If you're with me, women, let's go!
Rowdy Ronda Rousey defends the Raw Women's Championship against Nikki Bella. Oh!
Not an enemy to make.
For the first time ever, the last woman standing match. This rivalry cannot be controlled.
Trish Stratus is in the house.
And fellow Hall of Famer Lita team together again for the first time in a decade. And the fight's on.
Over 50 women, then, now, and forever.
So much at stake, so much on the line. This is a really, really cool moment.
What do you say, ladies?
I cannot wait to see history being made.
My name is James Rowlands. In 2015, I teamed up with my friend Dan White to create the WNR podcast. Since then, we have been giving you everything that's happened on the WWE Network. Now, in 2018, not only are we live for the Big 4 events and every NXT takeover, but we celebrate 20 years since the birth of the Attitude Era. Plus, every month we bring you 205 Live, collections, new content, W pay-per-views and latest news on the WWE Network. Until we've watched everything, we are with you, and we are the WNR. And what better way to start the pay-per-view than with the start of the pay-per-view? It doesn't have the same ring to it, does it, as kickoff? But there is no kickoff here. But Dan, are you excited for the event?
I am very excited. We've got Nina Strauss playing the guitar in the ring. We've got another lady, I'm not sure who she is, playing the guitar on the runway. You know, it certainly is an all-women event.
Yeah, and I hope, well, apart from Michael Cole, who's going to be on commentary.
He's a woman.
To be fair, we have seen him wrestle before.
Did you actually know
that's going to sound sexist.
that men are so fucking good, we even won Woman of the Year?
Yeah, to be fair, Santino Marella, didn't he? He won it. Who?
Woman of the Year.
Oh, right. So I thought you were talking about... You remember when Santino dressed up as Santino Marella and won the Battle Royal at WrestleMania?
Miss WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania 25.
Yeah, but I was on about Caitlyn Jenner or Bruce Jenner.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, no. Sorry. I'm sorry. There's going to be a lot of that tonight because we have to... Not be careful now, but it's almost like any kind of negativity towards it is kind of having a go at women, and that is not it.
I'll tell you what it is. There's too many fucking snowflakes out there. And that is a word that I swore I'd never use, but there is. Every cunt moaning about everything. We're just having a laugh. We obviously mean no harm towards bitches and females and sluts and tits and slits.
But the thing is, though, you say that, and yes, we have had a few complaints about stuff in the Mae Young. First off, go and listen to Alex Wright and the Halloween special first, and then see if we're gender. We have never on the WNR podcast discredited women for their performance, I don't feel. And I think we've been a strong proponent in the fact of this women's evolution wasn't around when we first started the podcast. We've been following it when it was NXT women, you know, the women's division, and they were kind of trailblazing throughout. People like Sasha Banks and Charlotte, and then it grew on the main roster, and we've been with it since day one. Oscar, for example, is probably one of our favourite wrestlers.
Yeah.
Just as in wrestlers.
Friday,
we'd have a women's extreme match would be ironing boards and kitchen utensils and things like that. We'd have bras and panties matches. Trish Stratus, she wasn't making groundbreaking like pay-per-views like this. She was crawling around on all fours for Vince McMahon being this bitch.
Yeah, and that is true, and barking like a dog. And we see how Vince McMahon treated Tori Wilson. There's a horrible couple of skits from 2001. What he did with Sable when Sable came back in 2003 as well. And the treatment of women hasn't been great, gravy bowls and stuff like this. But tonight it is a chance to kind of look back at that history and move forward and just be treated as equal. You don't need a women's only pay-per-view, but it'd be great one day if you had a pay-per-view where the numbers are even and the women's stars are as big as the men. I was talking about an opening promo as well. We saw it just started talking about the kind of announcement and the history being made and seeing the stars from the past and Sasha Banks and Bayley saying like they dreamt of it as a young kid, as small children. They wanted to be at an event like this, and then we see people from the past like Alundra Blaze and Trish Stratus and other people. And speaking of Trish, she's coming out right now for the first match. We're going to have the tag team match starting off first. I'm just going to go off on a little tangent here. If Alexa Bliss was fully fit, and you might say she is
fully fit.
Do you think this match would have been higher on the card? It wouldn't be the opening match, I don't think. I think it would be one of the true kind of main events.
I think it would have been, yeah. Just for the name power of Alexa Bliss, I believe. I'm not trying to big her up any more than she is, but she's getting a lot of fans for what she does in the ring. She's a perfect heel. She can work in the ring.
Well, this is the thing, and it's. I think she's a big star now. And it would have been kind of a. Now that you want me. It would have been a good kind of spot with her face to face. Like the men do all the time, like Rock and Hogan and something like that. And I think Trish and Bliss. I think it's definitely something like that when you look back on history, how successful Alexa Bliss is, and everything like that. We talk about all the women, and I think the part they. To get here, people like Molly Holly and Ivory and Jacqueline, and we've done our top 25 women before, but someone I didn't see, I don't know if I missed it, but China wasn't mentioned.
No, and I think she certainly deserves a spot, or, you know, a mention nonetheless. You know, I don't even think she's a Hall of Famer.
No, she's not even in the Hall of Fame yet.
Which I think that's, you know, a certain discredit to her, because she was the first woman to hold the Intercontinental Championship. She was the first woman in the Royal Rumble as well.
Yeah, 99.
You know, and she went toe-to-toe with male competitors.
Well, and this is the thing that I think China stands out apart from everybody else. You talk about kind of being treated as equal. Yeah, we had gravy bowl matches and, you know, Miss Rumble swimsuit competitions, but we had China, and China was considered... when she feuded with Jericho, you didn't know which way it was going to go. Yeah. And if that's the level they want to get to, and I don't think they will... because I don't think they like kind of I think that could be possible, you know, down the line. We see Alexa Bliss getting on the microphone. She can't perform tonight, but she's looking all right as she announces Alicia Fox and Mickie James. This pay-per-view's already started quickly. Right, let's do predictions quickly. Let's open up predictions and let's explain prediction leagues, Dan. That is your job.
Yes, well, with predictions, we've got 3 leagues: WWE pay-per-view, NXT pay-per-views, and of course we've got a bonus prediction league, which is all the other points we accumulate through tournaments and so on and so forth. Currently, I'm winning. No, actually, currently we're drawing in all 3.
I haven't got the scores at hand. I do apologise. I really should have the scores. I think it's 13-all on bonus points. Pay-per-views, you're 1 point up, and we're level with NXT. So... But tonight, it is all going to change, and we'll give you the scores in a little bit once I find them. The point is the win of the Mae Young Classic final, which is probably the match I'm most looking forward to. We'll get 2 points for that, and of course we get a point if we get the predictions, well, if we win the predictions, and perfect score as well if that happens. I don't know if I'm going to have a perfect score tonight, but we're starting off with Trish versus Lita, and I will start off predictions as well, I feel.
Go for it, James.
In this match... Trish and Lita.
Well, James, if Alexa Bliss was fit to wrestle, then she definitely would have been my pick, but I'm going to go Trish and Lita.
Yeah, I think it's the best choice, really. You know, you talk if it was a single match between like kind of Bliss and Trish, which is not easy to say. Bliss. That I feel that maybe Bliss could have got the victory there and it would have worked well. But with nostalgia and coming back here from these two, you know, being together, I think they'll get the victory because Fox and James aren't a strong team.
Slowness. But credit where credit's due. James has done a re-return and she's come back looking as good as ever.
Well, she looks fresh now, doesn't she? So she's come back and looks a bit more motivated. And Lita's been taking time off, but it's good Lita's come back because, again, they will not bring this up, but the way she kind of left WWE when she had the retirement was disgusting. I think it was crime time going through her personal belongings.
They was giving away her sex toys and her panties. I think JBL bought something. He's like, yeah, I've only got 100. He's like, yeah, that'll do. And pocketed it.
I know, and it's just, and that was basically her last match, you know. So people think, oh, what about Lita? Now she's come back. I mean, she looked all right in the Royal Rumble. I'd say Lita did all right. I mean, we'll see how she does in this one here.
You know, no disrespect to her, but coming in, she looks really slow. She doesn't look like the Lita half of Team Extreme, you know. But then she kind of slowed her roll down towards like the end of her career. She was like managing Edge.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the problem with Lita is that the amount of injuries she had as well. You know, serious neck injury kept her out for a year, and the kind of high flying that she was. You know, and Trish, I think Trish looks in great shape. You know,
she looks like she's had some work done.
She does look a little bit to the face, but to be fair, when she first left wrestling, she kind of took had the implants taken out, completely dyed her hair, and was changing. And now this is kind of more the Trish that we know. Yeah, well, this is, Trish. It was always one of my all-time favourites, you know. It is a bit of a shame, though, that they're getting Fox and Mickie James in this match. I mean, fair play for Alicia Fox. To be employed with the WWE over 10 years is quite an achievement.
All these women, 10 years, they've been there or thereabouts. You know, I know it's not been a constant 10 years, but, 10 years ago, 2008.
Close association with it.
Yeah. They're all veterannesses of the game.
Apart from Fox, who's just useless. And James has tagged herself in now. But the crowd seem into it. We're in Uniondale, New York.
Well, Mickie James and Trish Stratus have got a bit of a history.
Well, and again, that's something you can't see on the WWE Network either. They've cut that out. The old, I don't know how you would describe it.
Touching Trish inappropriately and licking her hand.
I think that's the best way of saying it, really. That's what she did. Now
for those that don't get it, she touched Trish's snatch and then licked her hand after. Mm-hmm. Which who wouldn't?
Exactly, and a forearm trading between Mickie James and Trish Stratus.
But you're saying about this women's only pay-per-view, they've got like kind of the old style barricade with just a cloth draped over them. Do you think that's taken away from it? Do you think like the production value is slightly cheaper?
Well, the thing is, apparently WWE have issued a statement, because I was wondering about that, and they said that the reasoning behind this all is because the getting to Raw on the next night and having a barricade set up and the kind of set that they usually have would have taken too long for them to get from Evolution to Raw.
So they can't like use the secondary ring, because the ring's even different. They've got like the LED.
Yeah.
Rings and
this is the kind of house show setup.
I think this is kind of like the Tri-5 Live setup.
Yeah, this is that kind of house show, you know, like the kind of the screen, just the basic screen, and the way the barricades are as well.
But anyway, Hurricane Rana off the top right, or off the second rope for Trish. She's just got a pinfall on Mickie James, but Mickie James managing to kick out.
Oh, and now James going outside, going to have a confab with Fox and Bliss. Oh, and here they come, Lita and Trish.
Oh, Foxy falling over and the other two running away.
But my thing about it is, don't they have pay-per-views before Raw? Yes, they do. Every time. So why would that be different? Why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't they prepare it? That's what I would definitely do. I would go and make sure, because otherwise it looks like you're cheapening it. Unless, I mean, do you prefer a different style? Do you think it's kind of more, you know?
Well, as long as what's going on in the ring is as good a quality, then it doesn't really matter what they're wrestling in, really.
Yeah, to be fair. And now Lita's taken down Fox. And James going up top. Oh!
But Alexa Bliss there with the save, ripping Lita's leg from underneath her, making her fall off the top rope.
Now she's smirking.
No, James, she hasn't got a cigarette in the golf. She's just got a smile on her face because she's got one up on the opponents.
You'd like to put one up on Alexa Bliss, but now James getting to her feet. He's going to look to put Lita away. 4
championships for the career.
How many? What's Trish? 5 or 6?
6.
She might be 7.
She got her last one.
Unforgiven 2003, wasn't it?
Yeah. She got emotional over it. Went in Canada.
Yeah. That was like Unforgiven. That was like fucking 2006.
Yeah.
Because it had Edge versus Cena in the TLC match. What, the first ever pay-per-view, only pay-per-view, to have a Hell in a Cell and a TLC match.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you had that as well. Carlito got RKO'd as well.
Yeah, he did.
And now the Hills are kind of taken over on Lita.
Oh, thanks to Alexa Bliss, they kind of got one up womanship.
Oh, now Mickie has got sleeping Lita, just wearing her down. Trish desperate to get in. Lita's got a bit of separation.
Oh, but Mickie James with a kick to the chest. And she turns her attention to Trish, enticing her to come into the ring. Would you like to have seen Jessica Carr and the other female referee for the Mae Young Classic?
Well, let's hope they're in the wrestling. Like, I hope they are, otherwise it would be a bit pointless. I hope Jess Carr gets the
main event.
Even main event or just the Mae Young final. Do you know what I mean? I think that would be quite cool because she's been officiating for most of it.
Bing pot.
So NXT points are 3-3. I'm just looking this up as we speak, even though I love the action. So 3-3 there. Pay-per-views, you're 8-7 up on them. And with bonus points, it is 13-all.
For now.
For now, yeah. It is going to change all tonight. It is going to change tonight. 1 point overall in every category.
That's quite close, actually.
That is quite close when you think about it. When you consider it's like of October, it's November in a couple of days' time, you know. Lita's been weighed down. I'm pleased about the crowd.
So was this the kind of all-woman action you wanted for your birthday, James?
Exactly. I absolutely love women's wrestling when done correctly.
And the day before mine, I get all men's.
You do. You get yeah. That's what you saying. We've got Crown Jewel calls coming out next week. Lita Lowe's just backdropped. Fox are looking for the hot tag.
Mickie James has got tagged in. So's Trish. These two women are going to go at it again.
Oh my God. Rocking her with the right hand. She's on fire, baby. And nice snapmare takedown, I guess.
Well, a lovely headlock takedown by Trish as well. She's certainly still got it.
And
it's out powerbomb.
Going for the cover. Oh.
James managing to kick out.
Well, Trish has been dominating this one. She's got the hot tag in, but with a cover. Trish got shoulder off at 2.
2.
And now Mickey might be looking to put Trish away.
With a Mickey DT. But Trish looking for stratisfaction.
Well, you know, she hits it. Stratisfaction guaranteed.
Bang.
Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. That was a long 2. Fox got in and stopped that. Oh, twist of fate.
And both women are lined up.
And now Lita's going up. Getting cheered on by Beth Phoenix and Mae Young.
God bless Tripper.
Oh!
Hits the Hurricane Rana.
And now Trish with a
chick kick.
Chick kick to the face. Mickey's out. 1, 2, 3. And Trish, the legends, get the win. And the crowd are very happy about this. Dan, what do you think of the match?
Trish looked amazing. She didn't look like she'd missed a beat at all. Lita, a bit sloppy. Same with Fox. I probably would have rather have seen a Mickey James versus Trish kind of grudge match, personally.
Or a Trish versus Lita match. Like, just have 2 legends going at it, you know.
Yeah, but again, you know, I was Lita being quite rusty and that she didn't really perform too well.
I think Trish was quite a little bit slow there as well, and not the stratisfaction that she hit. They're obviously past their prime.
Oh, fuck off, you American iconic.
No, I'll tell you something, right? I was just listening to this, and the Bellas have been talked to backstage, and they asked about why she said about Ronda Rousey's mum. She said that she did it first, basically. Rousey brought up her love life, which is true. That is a fact in itself. But I'm going to pay him a compliment. Brie Bella is not a bad heel, actually. I've just been watching her movements and what she's been saying. She is stronger as a heel than Nikki Bella is, because she's got kind of attitude about her more, and there's a kind of look in her eyes. She's not, we just saw Nikki smiling there as well. So I don't pay him a compliment, but I think Brie is playing the heel quite well there. But as a wrestler, she is dog shit. But Nikki Bella, of course, will be in action later in what will probably be our main event against Ronda Rousey, because that's the whole point of the Evolution now, is to bank Rousey as WWE's most marketable star. And there is no one else. John Cena's part-time. Of course, we know about the unfortunate news with Roman Reigns. It is all going to be Ronda Rousey.
And one that's been overlooked and forgotten, Oscar.
And I'm going to tell you now, I don't mind saying this, I love Oscar. I've gone for her in the Battle Royal. I absolutely love Oscar.
I've gone for
Ember Moon. I don't know, you don't have to tell me now, but I love Oscar, and I think this might sort her out if she can get a victory here tonight. But we've seen a lot of them. We've seen Kelly, don't confuse her with Killer Kelly, because Killer Kelly's the actual good wrestler. And of course Lillian Garcia, who did the announcements for
Kelly
years.
Terrible now.
Yeah, I mean, she don't look
an
great,
exhibitionist. See, that's how far women have come. Kelly Kelly was an exhibitionist.
And of course Sasha Banks and Charlotte having the very first ever women's Hell in a Cell match. And we're getting told how great WWE are to actually do this. Also, up next is the 20 women Battle Royal, and I've just told you who I've gone for in Oscar. But Dan, tell me first, and then we'll pretend that the predictions matter. Talk about predictions. We both got a point in the last match. That was 1 each when it came to Trish and Lita, and I thought it was quite a slow. Everybody was very slow in that match. But now, Dan, who have you gone for?
Well, I've gone for Entrance Moon.
So Ember Moon in this one.
And out first is Naomi. Are you feeling the glow, James?
I am feeling the glow. I mean, it's going to be a long match if you're going to get 20 women's entrances.
Well, that certainly is a knee glow.
I have gone for...
Delete that comment on me.
What?
Yeah. That certainly is a knee glow.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, look at his husband, Jay Uso here, cheering along.
No, that's Jimmy.
Is she married to Jimmy or Jay?
I don't know, I made that yourself, didn't I?
Yeah, I know. Jay's, I thought, the one that got short hair on the sides. She comes in. I have gone for this match, just to confirm it, Oscar. Because, Dan, I don't care if there's 19 of them, no one for Oscar a year ago.
Well, James, I feel there's going to be 19 eclipses.
That would be awesome. I love the eclipse as a move. Okay, this is a question for you. It's a question. Do you think they've treated Ember Moon better on the main roster than they have Asuka?
Yes, I think they have, actually. They've put her over more as a monster than they have Asuka.
Yeah, the thing is, Ember Moon's not really had like opportunity at single match like Asuka did at WrestleMania, but like you say, Ember Moon are building something up with her slowly but surely.
Well, we've got a blonde Michelle McCool. I mean, she made quite an impact during the Women's Rumble.
I don't talk about Michelle McCool. So, yeah, and like I say, with Asuka, they kind of threw it away with her because they had the streak, which is great. And even a loss on the streak and rebounding from that could have worked. And I still think she can be saved. So, Asuka is my woman. We've seen Sonya Deville come out.
And now it's a lunge.
I wonder how Medusa's looking nowadays. Oh my God, she's the Michael Hayes of the Gimmick Battle Royal. It's good to see her. That calls Hall of Famer now. One of the most.
No one's rocks a mullet like Blaze.
One of the most fearsome competitors.
And it is Carmella.
Carmella's out here.
What do you reckon? Her in brunette or blonde?
As long as she learns to wrestle, I don't really mind. Oh, look, R-Truth's there. I think trying to cheer on Carmella.
Will we get a dance break?
We might do, but that might be the end for Carmella if she starts mucking around. She's got to be serious, calls former women's champion. Beat Asuka.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
And Andrade Cien Almas's valet, Zelina Vega.
I think one of the dark horses in this battle royal here, Zelina Vega, could go very far, if not get the victory.
So good, James. That's a name her twice. It is Kelly Kelly.
Yeah, or real name Barbie Blank, which is even funnier, to be fair. So, when you look at a woman, Barbie Blank, yes. When we hear the growler, and here comes Tamina.
Daughter of the killer.
She is ready for action here.
Do you think she's been kind of overlooked because Jax is about?
Yeah, I think so. I think Tamina's been around a long time as well. It's a shame she's not really had an opportunity.
And my pick, James, making her way out to the ring.
Well, everyone could get the job done. And like I say, a performance like that, she hasn't had an opportunity yet at Women's Championship. Imagine if she was to win this one and she'd be able to face the champion and maybe get the job done. And here comes...
Anal backwards.
Well, here comes Lana, who... Talk about giving women's wrestling a bad name. It is Lana. And she rips off the T-shirt.
Oh,
hey! Well, I would have gone for him if I'd have realised. Maria Kanellis. Can you feel the love, Dan? Look who it is! Yes! Oh, bless him. Mike Kanellis there with a beautiful baby cheering on Maria. I've got to be they're one of my new favourites, Dan. What do you think of the power of love? I know you...
Power cunt.
Don't be negative.
Mandy Rose is coming out.
Well, Maria Kanellis here, calls former Divas champion. We know how good she is. And Mandy Rose, respect her. And maybe we'll see her and Sonya Deville teaming up. Of course, they're best friends as well. Hey!
Hey, Molly Holly.
And Molly Holly, one of my all-time favourites. And she looks fantastic. She has not changed at all in 10 years. Oh, God, another one. Michael Cole calls her a stalwart, you fucking liar.
A wart.
Dana Brooke here. At least women get the entrances now. And oh my God.
Nia Jax. The irresistible force.
Well, it's going to be difficult getting her over the top rope in this one. She is the heaviest of all the opponents.
James, we don't comment on women's weight.
We do comment.
No, James, we don't comment on women's weight. It is impolite.
Well, it would be good to see if her and Tamina mix things up. And who would be the smallest woman in there at the moment? Maybe Lana? Oh, Ivory!
Oh, I was hoping she was going to come out in a right to censor gimmick.
I tell you something, if Ivory was born 5 or 10 years too early, if she was around nowadays, she would be tearing up with them. During 99 when she had to face Mae Young and Fabulous Mooner and everything like that. It was a disgrace! Listen to this reception!
And the most overlooked, undervalued member of the women's roster.
The most talented women. And let's not forget, she did win the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, so she has got history. And Miz is there cheering her on. Miz is just awesome. I can't like him. I like him more and more. And of course, the beautiful... whatever her name is.
Maurice
coming out as well. the true power couple.
Oh, yes, please.
Well, it's
Tori Wilson.
Tori Wilson, she's been around. And she's back now.
She's been around the locker room.
Oh, no.
It's the Iconics. Do you think there should be more NXT women in this?
Of course there should. There should be... if Nikki Cross is not in this match, I'll be disappointed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would love the fact she'd come out. Like you said, you got loads of women. What about all the Mae Young Classic competitors that have been knocked out? 30 of them. There are only 2 left. Have that involved. Have a 50 women's battle royal. That'd been awesome. Well, the Iconics definitely get reception here.
They're a lot better than the Bella Twins.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. So they're going to pave the way for all of them tonight to go over the top rope and back to obscurity, which is not an easy word if you're Australian.
To be fair, they all look in very good shape, apart from Blaze.
Yeah, but Blaze is nearly 60 now. No, we don't talk about women's age or the weight. Who's tallest? Tori is the same height as Nia Jax. The only similarity they got. And there you go, get the cheer. You're Iconic. Go on, throw them both off. Go on.
Well, they're getting circled by the other women.
Oh,
I don't think
my
they was
God.
very happy with their statement. Oh, it's all the legends teaming up.
Oh, Molly.
Billy Kay and Peyton Royce are gone.
I'm going to credit Molly, Holly and Ivory for the eliminations there.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the past... Why is Maria Kanellis there as well? I think she's on the wrong side.
Maria is a legend.
She's not.
Even though she is relevant today, don't get me wrong. Oh my God, now we're going to face off with the women of today.
Circling the women of yesterday. Oscar and Ember Moon should team up, take them all out.
Oh, there we go. It's going to start off now, properly.
Well, all hell has broken loose.
We'll keep an eye on who goes over the top, because that's the whole point of the match. Oscar and Molly Holly going out. What a dream match that is.
Naomi and Tori in the corner.
Nice shoes.
Very nice shoes indeed.
Oh, and Alundra Blaze there taking down Tamina. Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose.
Holly.
Got Molly.
Oh, she's been dumped over the top.
Oh.
And a kick to the head from Deville sends her out.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, they could have a great battle royal. They work together. They know they're on each other's, same page as each other. And now they're going to try and eliminate Kelly.
Kelly's fighting back. Ah, and a double kick, and Kelly has gone.
Great strategy, though.
Easy for you to say. They're looking to take out all the legends first.
Well, that would be a mistake to go after Oscar. Oh, and Sonya Deville in a bit of trouble with Tori. Oh, no, wait. Mandy Rose from behind.
Dumping Tori over the top. But Tori's fighting back. Oh, a punch to the ribs. Stops her in her tracks.
Oh, but she downs Deville.
Ah, but Rose with a running knee takes out Tori.
Well, Mandy and Sonya Deville eliminate 3 with each other.
Rose has just eliminated Deville. I think she's fucked up for herself as well as...
Well, if you're working so well, why do that right away?
I know.
Oh.
See, but women be crazy. So I could have phrased that differently.
Yeah,
James.
you could. And now look at the power of Alundra Blaze.
Taken out both Naomi and Oscar, but not powerful enough to compete with Jax.
Oh, she's holding on just about. No. She couldn't take the back bump over the top by Nia Jax.
Jax, don't take that. Jax, don't take that.
And now look at this. Maria beating down the irresistible force. DDT. Maria's going to eliminate Nia Jax.
Jax, don't you do this to me.
Oh, my God. This woman only gave birth recently. Look at the great shape she's in.
Yes, Tamina.
Uh-oh. And Tamina there, but Maria's fighting her off.
Someone just get her out.
Huge Bronco Buster in the corner.
Huge one.
Beautifully done by Maria. It's 8 years ago she's full-time. And
Go
now
on,
look at
Jax.
her.
Go on.
Oh, don't.
Super kick her into the front row. Bang.
Oh, dear.
Eliminated by a headbutt.
Well, it's a dominating headbutt. by the Irresistible Force.
Zelina Vega running in on Snooker. Double knees. Rose is paired off with Jax.
Oh, and Lana is keeping quiet. Probably the best thing to do in this match. Tamina.
Carmella's just been Samoan dropped.
Tamina's dominant at the moment.
Oh.
Oh my God, we're going to see a face-off between the two. And a crowd into it as well, but Lana. Oh my God, double tribute to Roman Reigns there.
And then they just go crazy on all the other women in the match.
Well, if these two women are going to team up, then they're going to be serious trouble for the rest of them.
Why? Because they're larger than average.
If they're the two biggest women in this match. They decide to join forces. There'll be it'll be the Irresistible Force meeting the immovable object as Lana gets in the middle of it.
Saying, don't fight.
Happy Lana Day. Oh, fair play.
Lana. Take them both out.
She jumps into the fire, not having a lot of effect. Oh!
Headbutt. The double headbutt there to Lana from Snooker and Jax.
And bye-bye, Lana. She's taken out, and Nia's picked up Tamina.
Slams her down.
Oh, and here comes Asuka. She will not back down from Nia Jax.
8 women left.
8 left, both our picks still in there, and Naomi and Asuka be teaming up. Recent times, they're trying to suplex Nia Jax. Why did Dana Brooke get involved for?
Whoa. Ember Moon.
And Michelle McCool trying to suplex, and now Tamina's getting involved in it. Oh, wait a minute. No, Mandy Rose on the other side, so it's 4-on-1. Oh!
4-on-4 suplex. Very innovative.
Naomi, Asuka, Ember Moon, and Tamina took the brunt of that. Easy for you to say. And Ivory just sitting there watching on.
Carmella's back.
She wasn't eliminated.
Dance break.
And we're actually going to get dance break in this one.
I don't know what's worse, flossing or dabbing.
Well, Truth dancing away as well, but Ivory's there.
Go on, Ivory, have a dance. Don't censor it.
Hey, and Ivory showing her moves. She is still single, boys and girls.
Lisa Moretti?
Yeah, and she was in Glow when Glow was around back in the fucking mid to late 80s. Oh, you ruined my party.
Wow, Mandy Rose didn't like that. And she has nearly eliminated Ivory.
No. She's saying, look how close it was. And Carmella!
Assist from Ivory, though. Low bridging her.
And Mandy Rose is gone. And now McCall's in there. Calls the dead man's wife. Not Chris Benoit. Oh, Naomi there. Naomi with a hip attack. Handspring elbow by Dana Brooke. And she's got your pick. Ember Moon's in trouble.
No, Ember Moon's out of it. Oh, kick to the midsection. Don't do this, Moon.
Oh.
No.
Trying to suplex her over.
Bang, reverse. Brooks out. Moon in.
Well, she is mooning at the moment. And Carmella is doing all right against Michelle McCool.
She looks in better shape than her husband does, to be fair.
Yeah, that's all right. Why don't you bring Layla back and have
Laycool?
Laycool, I don't understand. Uh-oh, Carmella's on the top. She's in trouble. But like you mentioned earlier, impressive at the Rumble, and that was nothing to do with the fact that she is married to The Undertaker.
A big uppercut from McCool, though.
Upper what? And Ember Moon's there with McCool.
Bang! Oh, springboard, but jumps into a big boot from McCool.
And you imagine, she's going to eliminate Ember Moon here.
No, she's not.
She's got her in a powerbomb. Oh.
Moon blocking it.
Uh-oh, and McCall's in a bit of trouble. Well, McCall's on the apron now.
Bang! Sater.
Moon sends her out. Naomi and Asuka teaming up at the moment on Tamina.
Well, they've been tag team partners.
And there's 7 women left at the moment. Naomi and Asuka working really well.
There must have been more than 8 when I said then. Oh, Carmella was on the outside.
And a drop kick and a nip up by Naomi. And she's running in. Oh!
She gets dumped over the top right by Tamina, though.
Asuka couldn't believe it. Ivory!
Wow, Ivory with a face first.
Oh, the X Factor.
The X Factor.
Come on, there's a bit of trouble. Ember Moon's in there. Nia Jax got hold of her. Oh!
She gets planted by Moon, though.
Carmella with a head Scissors trying to come round. Oh my days. And Ember Moon spun her around. Carmella.
What's up, my love?
Bit of a botch there. But she's still in there beating down Ember Moon. And now Carmella going into Ember Moon.
Bang. Goodbye, Mella.
And Carmella off the apron, eliminated by Moon. Moon's eliminated the most at the moment.
Yeah, because she's that damn good. She's going to win it.
Oh my gosh, she just got squashed there though by Tamina.
Down to our last 5. Asuka, Tamina, Ivory, Nia, and Ember Moon. So ours are still there.
Yeah, we're going into it. Now Ivory might be in a bit of trouble now, but she's fighting back. Oh.
That's it.
And now Tamina runs into the boot. Ivory going up.
Flying crossbody, takes down Tamina, looks to go for a pin. Look to go for a pinfall. Look to go for a pin, but obviously it's not that kind of match.
And they all chant, you still got it. She has. So one more chant, but Asuka from behind on Ivory. Asuka with a kick to Tamina.
Ivory fighting back though, but a leg whip.
And Asuka building momentum. Here she comes.
Hip attack.
Boom.
Bang. Takes out Ivory. Final 4.
Well, the final 4, 2 of our picks. And Nia Jax and Tamina.
Damn it.
Come on, Asuka and Moon. Team up together. No, don't go at it. We've seen these 2 women have wars in the past. We were there live with one of these encounters. Ember Moon could never get the job done. Can she get it done tonight? You can see the chemistry straight away. Look at Asuka. The way she fights.
Spinning back fist. Knocks Moon for 6.
Step up knee. Now Asuka running into Ember Moon.
Oh, Moon ducks the butt bump. Or the hip attack. Super kick. Get her out.
No.
Yes.
Oh!
Yes! Got Ember.
Fuck! Ember Moon finally got one over on Asuka.
Don't turn
Eliminates her.
round. Don't turn round. Don't turn round.
Come on,
Don't
get rid of
turn
Moon.
round. Duck, duck, duck.
Goose. Here
Duck.
comes Tamina.
Goose.
Oh,
She catches it. Go on, throw out, Ember. You smashed this battle royal.
And Tamina's got her up.
Oh, deep 6.
Oh, Jax has got Tamina now. I can't believe Asuka's just been eliminated. Oh!
I can't believe Ember Moon is still in there, though.
And Tamina takes...
No, concentrate on Jax.
Jax down with a super kick. Well,
the fans are going crazy for Ember Moon. They want her to win. I want her to win. James wants her to win.
I don't fucking want her to win.
Bang! Handspring forearm. We're going to see an eclipse.
And oh!
Oh, she should have eclipsed her over the top rope, personally.
Well, she's still got Tamina, and she's going to dump her over. And the final 2's Ember Moon and Nia Jax.
Come on, Ember.
Oh
you
my
do this.
God.
Kick her in the balls.
Well, they haven't got balls. This
on
is
their chest.
This is a chance for Ember Moon to get an opportunity.
Everyone wants Ember Moon to win this.
Nia Jax looking on. Ah, there you go. Nia Jax taking Ember Moon down easily there.
Moon fighting back, kick to the head.
Oh, and Ember gets thrown across the ring then.
But a chance for Ember.
And Ember...
No!
Ooh!
No, Jax is going to come running in. Low bridge by Moon. Go on, Ember, get her out.
Well, she got gut-wrenched over, but now she's trying to get her down. Oh, Ember Moon's going to get her over.
Come on, Ember.
Come on, Nia.
Come on, Ember.
Oh, my God, I can't believe this. Oh, wait a minute.
Zelina Vega. She didn't eliminate them both.
Well, she's still in this. She thought she had it won. I said she'd be a dark horse.
I thought it would have been Ember.
And Zelina now, she look behind her. She thinks she's won.
Oh.
My God.
Jax or Moon have not been eliminated.
Well, look at the size difference between Zelina Vega and Nia Jax. She's going to pay. She's going to pay. There's no forgiveness this time. But fair play. Right to the iron. Jump on the back.
The old Reiki jump on the back.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Nia Jax has got up. Zelina Vega in a gorilla press. She's going to throw into the third row. Oh!
No, she's going to throw onto Tamina, who got the brunt of that one. Go on, Ember. Eliminate her.
Oh, she's forgotten about Ember Moon.
Go on, Ember.
Oh!
Bang! Come on, Ember. You can do it.
We'll try to clothesline another one.
Come on.
And Jax hasn't budged yet. Moon's going to come and running. She screams, here she comes. Oh!
Powerbomb.
And look at the power of Nia Jax there, with ease. Picking up Ember Moon.
No.
Oh! Nia Jax eliminates Ember Moon. And she wins in Women's Battle Royal. My
I get
God.
a point because my pick eliminated your pick, don't I?
No, of course you don't. Don't be silly. But the winner of the Battle Royal is Nia Jax. A bad match, was it? You know, too many botches for my liking and too many spots waiting for.
Aita Johnson there, The Rock's mother.
And of course, she's Nia Jax is related through, you know, it's the blood of the Samoan heritage. She gets a victory here. But a bit too many waiting around spots as well, and a complete disuse of Asuka. Even though the elimination itself from Ember Moon made a little bit of sense because it paid off the story that Ember Moon should have got the job done a couple of years ago, you know. So I can see maybe why they've done it, but, you know, Dan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, you know, there was some good moments in it when the old school and new school clashed off against each other, you know, them all surrounding the Iconics. That was quite good. I think we've seen a few of the like Zelina Vega moments, few too many of them, i.e. Alberto Del Rio and Santino Marella springs to mind. You know, and I think that's a bit played out, but, you know, I think Ember Moon performed brilliantly in that. She probably eliminated more people than others. Yeah, you know, not bad.
Not bad at all. Nia Jax gets the victory and she will face the women's champion somewhere along down the road. We don't know what or who that will be. But she looks very happy. She's getting interviewed now.
Come on, Eclipse. Hit with an Eclipse.
Well, she just made history. Get very emotional. I'm not 100% sure why, unless it's going to be an annual thing now. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Winning the Battle Royal?
Winning the first ever 20 Women's Battle Royal?
We've seen 20 women. I mean, is this more important than the women at WrestleMania? For the Fabulous Moolah, I mean the Women's Battle Royal.
Not really. Oh, it's a match-up for the Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah, so she will face either Ronda Rousey or Nikki Bella. And she's
well, she finally gets a rematch against Ronda Rousey because that was interrupted by Alexa Bliss. And she won.
And she wasn't doing bad in that match at all, was Nia Jax. So that'd be interesting if they meet her. Or Nikki Bella could bring a huge surprise here tonight.
So hopefully she'll have a good match against Ronda Rousey.
No, Nikki Bella might surprise everyone tonight.
A bit of twin magic.
And bit twin magic and beat Ronda Rousey for the first time. Oh look, there's a pig flying. It's not Nia Jax.
So Nia Jax, is she the correct woman to win the match?
No, Asuka should have won. Asuka should have won.
Do you believe that wholeheartedly?
I do. Asuka is going to be released, or she's going to leave soon, because if Vince McMahon doesn't like her for not being able to do promos in English, that's not going to improve as much. You know, the Asuka character deserves better. We saw how she could be treated in NXT. We've seen how she's been treated on. It's a damn shame that she even came up in the first place. He just kept it down. He didn't know what to do with her from the very beginning. And the Ronda Rousey thing happened, and it's just fucked Asuka up. She should never have lost to Charlotte at WrestleMania. I don't want to go back to that moment, but she should never have lost to Charlotte.
You're never going to get over that.
I will never get over it. I will. That is a shock.
I wish we was filming that because the look on your face when Charlotte actually beat Asuka was just...
Honestly, I nearly cried. I think we went quiet on the podcast for the first time in 4 years. The thing for me as well about the Asuka thing is I'm so excited about Drew McIntyre getting up there now and going to challenge for Universal title.
Do you think he's going to get Oscared?
But no, I don't think he's going to. But I worry because I would love Asuka to be in that same position. You know what I mean? Or to be or somewhere along there and have the success that McIntyre hopefully will have as well. You know, it's not me. I'm worried about what's happening to Drew McIntyre. It's even with his success, I'm still going to think they could have done it with Asuka as well because you know, those two, I think, are my favourite for the past. You talk about favourite wrestlers the past couple of years. I think it's definitely Oscar and McIntyre.
Yeah, it was Roode, but who?
Bobby Roode is the greatest thing that NXT's ever seen. He changed that into a glorious place. NXT wouldn't be what it was today if it wasn't for Bobby Roode. All right?
Okay, you can give him that credit.
We're not here to talk about the male wrestlers. We're here to talk about all women's wrestling and what we've been watching these past few months. Well, it's been the Mae Young Classic, and we have thoroughly enjoyed it, Dan, haven't we, you know?
We have indeed, yes. It's been an eventful tournament. We've seen some very, very good matches. We've seen some good moments, and it's not only that. It's the competitive side of it as well. We've each had 3 picks. 2 of each of ours was knocked out in the first round. We have got 1 each in the very final, and this final is here tonight. It is Io Shirai and Toni Storm.
Yeah. It's going to be such a great match. I've been looking forward to this match ever since we found out semi-finals, which was only recently. But the journey here as well, and you talk about your kind of representation of women on this pay-per-view. Just watching Mae Young Classic, that is what it's all about. Do you know what I mean? I don't remember many botches there, apart from the awful injury for Tegan Knox in action here, which was horrible for her. And if plans were right, you know, she was meant to go very far in this tournament.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a shame. But we're talking about Toni Storm. We're talking about Io Shirai.
Well, how did they get there, James?
Well, this is the question. And Io Shirai got there first and foremost by starting off against Zia Brookside, Dan. Your pick, knocking her out in first round. And then a hard second round matchup with Zeus's to advance to the quarterfinals. And then this is when the women's wrestling really kind of stepped up. And kind of really delivered, I think, excellent matches. We're going to announce our match of the tournament after the Mae Young Classic final, of course, to get that done. So Shirai then made the quarterfinals, and she had to face Iona Perazzo, and that was a difficult match for her as well. I was worried about her at certain parts, but she did make it through against Rhea Ripley in the semi-finals. And Rhea Ripley is an absolute monster. She wrestled in I don't know why it wasn't on the pay-per-view. But it was on the, it wasn't even on the kickoff. It was just before the show, and she defended her title. And I suppose, if we're talking about points and stuff, we did put it down as predictions. I mean, should we do the Rhea Ripley thing quickly?
You can, though, yeah.
Who have you gone for in the Rhea Ripley match?
I went for Rhea Ripley.
I went Rhea Ripley as well.
Yeah.
So both went Ripley. So we just stopped there for a second because it's points. It was 1 each after the second match, but we're going to count that now as the first match, which will just confuse things, which I absolutely love right now.
2 each, basically.
So now it's 2 each, as we go into this match here. There's 2 points on the line for the winner list. But we talk about Io Shirai, of course, beating Rhea Ripley in the semi-finals, and then going to face Toni Storm, who's really impressed with you this year. But Dan, how did she get here?
Well, Toni Storm, she had a great match against Ginny. And then she beat Hiroyo Matsumoto. And then she beat Mia Yim. And then she beat Miko Satomura in an amazing match. I don't think Toni Storm has had a bad match this tournament. And, you know, she's, ever since the second round, she's beaten Asian after Asian. I hope this is an omen.
You racist.
So the winner will receive a trophy. The winner may become NXT Women's Champion a year. But not only that, James, there's more important things on the line for that, because the winner will not only receive 2 points for winning the tournament, they will also receive a further point for knocking their opponent out as well. So there's 3 points, 3 bonus points on the line here.
Yes, Dan, and it is a beautiful trophy indeed. But we're going to get to the action in just a second. And Jessica Carr!
Yes!
Is here refereeing the action. She's been fantastic in the Mae Young Classic.
And there's the other competitors from the tournament.
Well, Rhea Ripley there clapping very, very slowly.
Sarcastically.
But they're very happy. And here comes Toni Storm. We talk about the build-up to this match. We spoke about the Mae Young Classic and how great it's been. I do believe it's been better than last year. And I think the right 2 people up as well.
What, me and you? Oh, James.
I think Toni Storm and Io Shirai are just fantastic competitors. And if anybody's never seen them before, and some of them wouldn't have seen them, this, I think, can be a show stiller if given enough time. But enough about that. Dan, what have you got prediction-wise? We know who you've gone for in tournament-wise, but on pay-per-view predictions, who have you gone for?
Well, James, I thought I would have all bases covered. So going for Io Shirai would have been the right move to make. But I have confidence and faith in my picks. So, James, there's a storm coming.
Well, you say that, right? And it's weird you do, because there is some kind of much really like macho fuckingness about what we do, because we could have both picked the other opponent, but we haven't, because I've got Io Shirai in this one as well.
Well, so we've both got faith in our picks.
Yeah, and I've been really enjoying Io Shirai and everything she's been doing in the entire tournament, and it's the same with Toni Storm. I would have picked Toni Storm at the tournament start, but you know what I mean, I gave it to you instead, and I thought, right, let's just move on with it, and it's at the tournament. And look how the way she comes out here. There is nothing like it, you know, take it away from Oscar, Kairi Sane, you know, coming out here with this mask here with the kind
of... An Asian coming out wearing a mask which he takes off. Yes, James, nothing like Oscar.
No, come on. It's not like that. You've got broad in your mind, man. This is what we're talking about here in professional wrestling. We're talking about women's wrestling and the different characters as well. Shai is someone I definitely want to see mix it up with Kairi Sane in NXT. And it's the same with Toni Storm. I was impressed with Toni Storm last year. She got to the semi-finals last year. Let's not forget. And now this year, one step further. Can she take that beyond? I think she deserves an opportunity, most definitely. So, keys to victory in this one. This is pretty difficult to call. Toni Storm, what's she going to do if she's going to win?
Well, she's got to stick to her guns. We saw her in the first couple of matches. She was constantly on the defensive, not giving it out as much. But in her last match against Miko Satomura, she did step up a notch, and she was mainly on the offense. She needs to go with that winning formula. She can absorb everything that Io Shirai has to offer. If she can weather the storm, excuse the pun, and then hit her Storm Zero, she's good to go.
Well, I completely agree with you. I think Toni Storm has been the most impressive woman in the Mae Young Classic so far. I think she's given the best performances like we talk about. And I think that's why Shirai is going to be, for me, one of the favourites, because she hasn't had that performance yet. She hasn't performed at the grand stage. Now we come to the final. You know, like sometimes teams in football, wherever it is, they go through the tournament, they're not that great, and then they suddenly pick up pace. And as you get to semi-final and final, you realise this is what the prize is. And I think she could put a performance in tonight that will kind of stun Storm. And I think Tony's had it taken out of her the previous couple of matches as well. You look at, like you talk about, the semi-final match against Miko Satomura. You know, Toni Storm was in an absolute war there.
She was indeed. But then again, you know, same for Io Shirai. She had her best match of the tournament against Rhea Ripley in the semi-final to bring her here. So, taking out a much larger opponent, a much stronger opponent. And, you know, there's not a lot of difference in size and stature between Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley.
Well, the thing is, they match up so well in this match to Io and Toni in a kind of pure wrestling type way. But for me, I think Io kind of has it on the high flying. I think she's not done stuff that I think she can do. I think she might have the advantage there. With Storm, I think what I do like about her, and I've said this before, is that she can be dirty. She's got that kind of dirty side to her. If she needs to get the job done, you know, she can pull it out. And we've seen her do it in this tournament. But I'm hoping it's just been enjoyable. And like we talked about,
there's only one negative I've got to say about Shirai. She has botched a couple of her moonsaults.
Well, yes, I suppose that might be, you know, and there's been a couple of things there, but it's all about timing and getting used to it. You know, this is the first time performing. Let's not forget, Storm was there last year. Io's coming in on this, basically debuting in WWE, which is not easy to do. No,
but again, you know, credit where credit's due. Both women have. I do agree with you saying both women are the right women to get to the final. To get to the final here.
Like that, and we see it in the early going, a fantastic chain wrestling between the two.
Well, it's been a bit of a slow start, but that's what we like to see in these classic matches. There's a lot of sportsmanship going on as well, a lot of respect for one another.
The beautiful thing is, it's not one that's kind of knocked out. It's going to take a lot, and I do definitely see this kind of back and forth match between the two.
And they both got similar outfits on as well.
Oh my God, look at Io there. Dodging the clothesline. Doing a couple of cartwheels and a backflip. And now look at her now, nip up.
Toni Storm's down and she's in trouble.
Oh my God, and the knees by Shirai.
A handstand into a couple of double knees, going for the pin, and then look, as soon as Toni kicks out, she's back in there again. Rings of Saturn locked in.
Mm-hmm. And it's just great wrestling by Io, getting her in trouble like that, not letting go, still keeping attached to Toni Storm. But you know, all the success that she's had in Japan these past few years, it's got to translate, you know, into WWE and what it is. And we know now with Kairi saying how well she's doing in NXT, that the fact is once you get to the main roster, then you might be in trouble, you know, and this is the problem at the moment.
Or do you think the women's roster gets overlooked unless your name's Ronda Rousey?
I think it does, you know. I think this is the problem at the moment. There's so many good cats that they're not getting time. I mean, what happened to Naomi? You know, look how popular she was.
Two-time women's champion.
Exactly, a couple of years ago, she had a job done. I'm Becky Lynch now, but my worry is they're only doing it to feed her to other people, whether it be Charlotte or whether it be, you know, people like Ronda Rousey or whoever else is involved. So
if women go up, you'd rather see them go to SmackDown as opposed to Raw and be cannon fodder for Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
Rousey, you've got more chance of being fodder for Rousey than you have for anyone on SmackDown.
Yeah, it's sweet. You're not going to be taken seriously. On Raw, it's all about Rousey now, and I don't think they can actually compete with her in a way.
Okay, last one about Rousey. Do you think she's going to beat Asuka's undisputed streak?
Yeah. Oh my God, Toni Storm now taking him out. Io's got out the submission. And a little bit of a flurry now on the top rope. And Shirai's so clever going on to that ropes now. Oh!
Wow, springboards up, drop kicks Toni Storm off, and Toni fell out to the wafer thin mats below.
And now Storm's in trouble. Here comes Io again. Off the top, now on the... Oh my God! Bouncing off the first onto the top rope. And then the moonsault, that was on target there.
That wasn't a botch now, but she had no other option. If she'd have missed that, she'd have been fucking in trouble.
And Storm's in a little bit of trouble now.
And we haven't seen too much of her high flying.
If you can pull it, you can see more of it in this match. I reckon she will win because the offense is incredible. But Storm has got a great recovery. And is already up on the apron along with Io. No, she's not, is she? She's tying that Storm. Yes, thank you, Michael. She's going for that Storm apron.
Io's firing it off. Again, going for the Storm Zero. Io looking for the backdrop.
Oh no, Storm hanging on. Oh,
and something as simple as a headbutt.
And now she's got Io
belly to back on the hard part of the ring. Io is down and out.
All right, she might be in a little bit of trouble now. That's a huge impact there. Well, that is the hardest part of the ring. She falls to those mats, but those mats aren't helping either, Dan, are they?
No, they're not. They are wafer thin, mere millimetres thick above concrete.
And Io might be counted out. Can she recover? Oh.
In at the count of 9.
And Storm now going to try and capitalise. Go for the cover.
Oh, only getting a 2 count though.
2. Now Storm with a forearm. Going again.
Oh, Shirai's blocking it.
And both showing toughness. But Io now with the forearms.
Oh, she's winning this striking contest. Test car. She's nodding along with it.
Oh my God. Must be about 20.
At least 30 shots to the head there.
And
that up with a big uppercut. What?
I love those palm strikes by Io. Oh!
But Toni Storm responds with a big clothesline, turns Io inside out. Storm Zero time.
Oh no!
Bang!
Hits it.
1, 2, 4!
Yes!
This close, James.
Io's still in it. Come on, girl.
Jess, what's with the slow count?
It wasn't a slow. It was a fast count. It was a fast count. Come on, Shirai. Come on, Shirai. And now Io, look at that intelligence on the apron. Well, it's not good because that's what happened to Toni Storm last time, but still in this one. Still in it. And now Storm picking up Io.
I'd kiss Toni Storm down under.
Oh, that's it, Io. Hangs Toni up on the second rope. And here he comes running in.
619 stolen off Rey Mysterio.
Right on the target. I think does it better than Mysterio himself.
Take that back. No. Blasphemy.
And now she's going to springboard back in. Sunset flip.
Roll up 1,
2. Yes! 3! That was 3, man!
No, it wasn't, James. It was 2.
Oh, come on!
It was 2.
2.
Thank you.
Motherfucker. And Toni Storm in all sorts of trouble there, and then he got caught out.
But she didn't.
Yeah, using that second rope. Oosh!
Double knees running in.
Well, you know what's next. The Asai moonsault. She steps over Toni Storm, and she steps over to grab what is rightfully her, the Mae Young trophy, and the winner of 2018. Here she comes off the top.
Oh! Storm got her knees up, Mother Brown.
No!
Storm 0.
No!
Go on, girl. Bang! 1, 2, 3. I am the tournament master.
No! Oh! You fucking up! I quit! I quit!
Come on, James.
Fuck's sake.
So not only is that a pay-per-view point, but that is 1, 2...
Not a pay-per-view point.
Not a point to...
Fuck you.
It is not 1, not 2, but 3 bonus points.
Well, I've had better nights, seeing as it isn't my fucking birthday that we're doing this. But hey, who give me anything that I want my birthday? I should have known that we're going to lose because it is that day. Match-wise, I tell you something. I've got to put Toni Storm in my little box. Storm. I got to tell you something. Io Shirai is one of the best in the world. She's proven that she belongs here now in WWE, and I can't wait to see her in NXT battling for the NXT Women's title. I feel, if I look at what I've done for the previous Mae Young matches,
I thought it was a great match, and again, you know, well, throughout the whole tournament, in my opinion, Toni Storm hasn't had anything less than a 4. It was a great match, brilliant back and forth. I honestly thought Toni Storm had it earlier on with the Storm 0, but Shirai managed to get a shoulder up. And then when it was the Asai moonsault's turn, I thought, that's it, it's going to be over. But no, knees up, delivered the Storm 0 for a second time, managed to put Io Shirai down for good. Well, Trips and Steph and someone who looks like she's out of the Grudge.
That's Sarah Amato. She's one of the trainers in the NXT Performance Centre. And Jessica Carr raising the hand to winner Toni Storm. Like I said in the presentation, ceremony now. But fair play, Io Shirai.
So, sorry, at this women's only pay-per-view, the theme song playing is Triple H's, and it is bow down to the King of Kings.
I don't usually say it, but I think you're right, actually. Look at my records here, as you can hear. There was my records, and no one will get hold of this book. Storm versus Ginny. That was the first round match. With Toni Storm, what did you rank the match?
Well, on this one, I gave it...
Yeah, you gave the Ginny match 4. I gave that 4 as well.
Matsumoto, I gave a 4.25.
I gave that 4 out of 5.
Storm versus Yim, I gave a 4.
Storm versus Yim, I gave a 4 as well, yeah.
Miko Satomura, in which is my match of the tournament,
yeah.
I gave that a 5.
You gave that 5?
I gave that a 5. Brilliant ringer of a match, humdinger.
I gave that 4.5. So, yeah, she didn't have worse than a 4 out of 5.
And this match, I'll rate this one a 4.
I'm going to give this a 5.
A 5?
Yeah, actually, no, 4. I think this is my favourite match of the tournament. The only thing I wanted was a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say, I like that match. I like it a lot.
It was a great match. Not long enough. The Miko Satomura match, I think, because I only had the Ripley Shirai and the Satomura Storm match, so they got about 20-25 minutes, which is a perfect length for these matches here. So that's the only reason why I gave it a 5, because there was more time, we got to see more, and I think it went great.
So your match of the tournament
was Miko Satomura versus Toni Storm.
And mine was this match, so EO versus Storm. So, who is before we get onto the women of the tournament, who is the kind of rising star? Out of the 32 that you saw, who do you want to see more of? Who do you think's got big potential? I'm going to cheat with mine a little bit, but tell us.
Well, Miko Satomura, I know she's not a rising star. She's already risen. She's a veteran in the business. I think she had a great tournament as well. Yeah, Toni Storm and Io Shirai. I don't think Io Shirai performed that badly either.
Who are you going for? Because stand out. Any of the 32. I'll tell you what I'm going for. I'll go for Rhea Ripley. I know she made it to the semi-finals of the tournament, but that girl has got a lot of potential.
I wasn't overly impressed with her. If I'm going to go with someone, it would be Toni Storm.
Right. So Storm is your standout for the future then? No, I like Ripley. I thought she looked really, really good. I mean, the injury wasn't her fault against Negan Tox. So, it was a bit of a shame.
Rhea Ripley, she didn't have that great a match against MJ Jenkins. She didn't have that great a match against Casey Catanzaro. The Tegan Knox, it was kind of a no contest match. The best match she had of the tournament was against Io Shirai, and I don't, you can't not put that down to Io Shirai carrying her mainly.
Yeah, but I think you're going to see a lot of Rhea Ripley. They've got the look they kind of like, and we saw her early as well. So, who's your woman of the tournament?
Miko Satomura. I loved her. I thought she was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, she was great. Would you like to see her again in some capacity?
Yeah, definitely.
Should we go try and find some old stuff of her?
Old Miko Satomura?
Yeah, Miko Satomura. We'll be able to dig it up.
Yeah.
I think my woman of the tournament has to be Toni Storm. He's got the kind of look, it's got the kind of personality that I think she'll definitely make it in WWE. It's something that Vince McMahon will definitely like, something that she'll do quite well. So I wouldn't be surprised in a couple of years' time if Toni Storm is mixing it with like the likes of Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair as well. So I got to say, women of the tournament, Toni Storm. But like I said, 3 bonus points. What a fucking kicking that is. So it's 13 all. So now it's going 16-13 down to you. And what a huge advantage that is, because at the end of the year, we tally up all the points together. And then basically we get the year-end predictions out. And then whoever has the most points wins. And the loser has to wear a T-shirt of the winners choosing. That's why Dan has to wear an Enzo Amore T-shirt every time I ask.
But then, James, the T-shirt that you've put on me as a curse, I've seen it as a blessing. It's been the most luckiest T-shirt I've had. I mean, I started the year perfect score after perfect score.
Yeah.
I've just creamed it.
It's the pay. You're a point ahead in pay-per-views, but unfortunately for me, you are 4-2 up now after 5 matches. If my maths is correct, so we've only got 3 more. How many more matches have we got left?
I'm 3-2 up.
4-2.
3-2. We went 1-0 in the dark match we didn't see.
Yeah.
2-2 in the Trish Lita James Fox. Neither of us got the Battle Royal, and then I went 3-2 up for the Storm versus Shirai. I haven't got a perfect score. This is match 4.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Or 5.
I'm calling it the next one. Sorry. So after 4 matches, so we're halfway through. Dan, you take a 3-2 lead. I might have just given you away who I went for in the next match.
Right, squad.
Yeah.
Well, you know the one that I said I crossed out?
Yeah.
I crossed out. You can see what I crossed out. I crossed out the Riot Squad and I put Bailey Banks and that. And I did
inform you.
So this is, what match is this then?
This is match 5, but number 4. We'll be watching.
Right, so 5. So, so next up, so that's bad. I need to get right back into this one. So let's hope I can get a point in the next matchup. The Riot Squad are coming out here now. They're going to go against Natalya, Banks and Bailey. And before we get on to Banks and Bailey, who deserve a lot more than a 6 women's tag team match, Dan, it's my prediction. So I'll tell you who I've gone for. And then I'm going to ask you, who went last first? No, you said Storm, didn't you? So, right, hang on. Yeah, so this one, Dan, I thought outside the box. I thought, what's the way of trying to get back into this? I thought, well, there ain't no way that it's going to be like a face team winning here. So I've gone for, I don't know why, Riot Squad.
Yes, well, it has been 3 face victories on the bounce. So
are due to get one. That's why I went for the Riot Squad. But then I crossed it out, which I came clean to, and I've put Bailey, Banks and Natalya.
Nailed it. I nailed all my predictions. I nailed it. That's the page of a winner there. I used to know wrestling, I did, honestly.
I think you've gone for Charlotte and Nikki as well.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So we're going to start the action off here. And I think Banks and Bayley are two tremendous women. I think if it wasn't for them in NXT, Dan, I don't know what you think about this, WWE Women's wouldn't be where it was if they didn't have that match at Brooklyn, you know?
Not at all, no. They kind of stamped their place that they belong. They've had wars down in NXT, and credit where credit's due. Becky Lynch has some great matches. Charlotte has some great matches. Even Paige had some great matches as well. But these two women, I think they're completely underutilised, and they deserve more than this.
Yeah,
because, sorry, but aside from Ruby Riott, the rest of the Riott squads aren't too much to write home about.
I don't mind Sarah Logan, but that's because of stuff that she's done outside the ring and not really in the ring as much, and as opposed to
but I like Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, that's it. Sorry, I got confused with Mandy Rose. Yeah, I could do it without her.
I like Liv Morgan.
They could put Kelly there. Oh, she changed her hair.
That's Ruby Riott.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Nailed it. I'm on fire tonight.
Liv Morgan's got bright pink
Morgan's
hair.
got pink blonde hair. Oh, look at Bayley here. Drop kick to Logan. The faces have started strong in this one.
But I think Ruby Riott definitely deserves better. Well, Bayley looking to go jump across the corner to take out Ruby Riott, but forgot about Sarah Logan, who caught her as she was halfway through that manoeuvre and drop kicking her against the ring post. And now Bayley's in all sorts of trouble.
Oh, Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riott, future champion.
Oh, she's showing a lot of potential in NXT. Didn't spend that long there. It's come right up here. That's kind of taken her role as a kind of one of the main leads on Raw. Yeah, usually in defeat. But still, like I said, there's got to be some whipping girls for Ronda Rousey, isn't there? And maybe Ruby Riott will be, with two T's, will be able to pull it out one day. The card, this is where maybe the women's tag team match could have gone. Do you know what I mean? Like
the final of the women's tag team championship.
Yeah, or even Trish versus Lita match from earlier. That could have gone in this spot and started off with Bayley and Banks.
But Bayley and Banks, they look to be like going their own separate ways, having a great rivalry, much like Charlotte and Becky have done, and it could have culminated here as a instant classic.
What I'm going to be interested to see is how they play. Because I think down the road we're going to see like the four horsewomen of MMA versus four horsewomen of WWE, like with Lynch and.
What makes you say that? Who said that?
No, because we talked about them on an they're both debuted in NXT house shows recently. Plus the fact that Baszler has been as good as she is. With Ronda Rousey there, you're going to have Rousey Hill. They're not going to want to damage that, are they? And ruin the money train. So they're going to try and have her as a face. They're going to. I can't imagine Baszler as a babyface. Can you?
Yeah, but you get a great heel going through NXT with his great persona, and then you put him up to the main roster as a face. Falls flat on his ass and teams with fucking Chad Gable.
Well, this is I can't imagine Baszler smiling and kissing people's hand. It doesn't work.
But then, if they do kind of like a Shield type thing, you've got the lovable one, you've got the happy one, you've got the miserable looking one. It's all gonna even out, isn't it? Really?
Well, I think when it comes to Banks and Bayley and Charlotte, Lynch. That it's going to be quite simple for Charlotte and Becky to sort it out, because after like a massive match that they have, they can just hug afterwards, you know what I mean? And all they respect each other again, they can sort that one out.
Bayley implores them to hug.
Ah, there you go, yeah, Bayley comes out. Well, speaking of Bayley, she's been beaten up these past few minutes.
Yeah, she's getting put through the mill by Sarah Logan, who manages to get a tag to Ruby Riott, but Bayley takes both of them out.
But Ruby Riott grabbing the leg of Bayley.
The legal woman in this match. Again, I would have expected bigger and better things from Ruby Riott moving up. Or I don't think she should have moved up just yet.
No, but it's not a lot she could do to be the champion, you know what I mean? She's going to have to be there as kind of second or third. Means she's going to lose a lot, even though she might have a little bit of talent. Oh, and Bayley now going to go for the tag, but Sarah Logan pulling Natalya off the apron.
Clotheslining her down. Liv Morgan coming in, stopping Bayley from making the tag. Drags her back to the Riott Squad corner. Ruby gets the tag in. All both women drop their head looking for a backdrop, but Bayley kicking Ruby in the face, kicking Liv Morgan. Back elbow to Ruby. Hanging Liv Morgan up. Can she get a tag to Banks? No, Ruby's got her foot. Bayley pushing her off. Finally gets the tag to Sasha Banks, who comes in, and she's on fire, baby.
Look at the speed. Look at the power of Sasha Banks. Beautiful drop kick there, right on the button. Catching the leg of Ruby, responding with a huge kick. I always said about Sasha Banks that she fights like a man. And that is no disrespect to Banks, but her offense is phenomenal. Sasha on the top now.
Oh.
Looks like she's going for the knees, ended up with a senton, but only gets a 2.
2.
Shut up, Beth. She's got a bit frustrated there.
Do you reckon Beth Phoenix edges edge?
Well, Ruby with a kick to Banks' midsection, but not stopping her for too long.
Oh, was she looking for the Banks statement? Trying to spin right over. Goes for a cover instead, but only getting a 2 count.
2. Oh, my God. Banks with a knee up. Right in trouble.
Oh, but Riot managing to get kicked to the face.
No.
Blind tag into Bayley.
But Bayley's had loads of punishment. I don't understand. But backbreaker.
Bayley to Bayley. 1, 2. Oh, but Morgan pushing Banks onto Bayley, breaking up the count.
Oh, come on. I need saying. Maybe this now. Ruby can take advantage of this. Bayley's in trouble.
You've gone for the right squad.
I know I have. That's what I'm saying. Logan put him right in the corner now. Go on, tag her. Get the fucking victory. Oh.
Sarah Logan in, Sasha Banks in. Natalia's still down and out. She hasn't done anything in this match.
Well, Banks takes down Liv Morgan. Double knees to Sarah Logan. And now what's Sasha Banks going to do here? Tries to go over the top. Gets caught by the Riot Squad.
Oh, and all 3 women push Banks into the barricade.
That's it. Take advantage of it.
There's a bit of a botch there.
Throws her back in. Banks nearly broke her neck on that. Logan goes for the cover.
Oh, but Banks just managing to kick out.
Oh, my God. Now Sarah Logan picking up Sasha Banks on her shoulders.
Oh, Morgan just slamming Banks' head into the mat. Tags in Ruby Riot. Riot kick time. No.
No, Logan gets the tag as well. Double team.
Assisted senton. I thought Ruby was legal.
Huh?
I thought Ruby was legal.
No, Logan got a blind tag. And Natalia's in to stop that. But Logan not having any of it since Natalia falling out the ring.
Stomp to the gut from Sarah Logan. She was one that moved up quite quickly. I think we saw her in the first Mae Young Classic.
Well, the thing is, I don't know how this match is going to be longer than the fucking Mae Young Classic final.
Because you got Banks and Bayley in it.
I suppose so. But, nice double team there by the Riot Squad.
Step up in Seguri from Liv Morgan. Tags in Ruby. Again, this team. Fluid tags in.
Like a women's version of the Shield. And here she comes. But Bayley stopping, protecting Banks.
Oh, right. Hitting the pair of them. Clearing Bayley out. Going for the cover on Banks. 1, 2. Oh. Sasha saving the match for me. Oh, and her team as well. Again, Natalia, apart from breaking up a pinfall attempt, nothing in this match. Oh, Liv Morgan missing a kick to the head of Banks. Ruby's in.
And
Blind
again,
tag to Sarah Logan.
Fluid motion, going to set her up. Another senton.
Oh, but again, Banks getting out of the way. Tags in Natalia, who's coming in on fire, baby. Discus lariat taking down Sarah Logan. German suplex.
This is not good. Sarah Logan, a back elbow. I'm talking about for me. Did Riot get a tag there?
Riot got a blind tag. Face first into the mat.
For Sarah Logan, but Riot's alright. Oh, no, she's not. Natalia now picking up Ruby Riot.
Stacking them both on top. Oh, don't go for the double fucking...
Oh, my God. I have never seen this before, ever. Double sharpshoot. Look at all the phones. Every single one of them. Double sharpshoot. Oh, my God.
Wow, Liv Morgan with a jawbuster. Breaking it up.
Come on, Liv. You're the workhorse. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Hell.
Natalia managing to kick out.
Come on, Liv. Never thought to say that.
Well, Banks and Bayley are both out on the outside. Natalia's got no one to tag to.
Oh my God, Liv now double knees to the back of Natalya. And now Liv running in, but Natalya catches her.
With the tag. Powerbomb. Banks has got a tag in. Bayley's dropped the elbow off the top. Takes out Riot and Logan. Paying homage to Eduardo Guerrero. And gets the victory for her team. And me. More importantly, me. But her team as well.
Sasha Banks there, beautiful. It's a fog splash. And an end to that. Dan, what did you think of the match?
T-shirt you're wearing, Eddie Guerrero. Nailed it. Yeah, it was quite a good match, despite, a botch, but it is pro wrestling. Or not pro wrestling, it's wrestling entertainment. But, things like that happen. It was a fun match. It wasn't terrible. Nothing really outstanding in it. I think the ending sequence was quite good, though.
Right, so up next, after that match, we're going to have a first time ever. For the first time ever, the NXT Women's title is defended on a WWE pay-per-view, and it's going to be Kairi Sane, the champion, going up against the baddest woman in NXT, Shayna Baszler.
Well, James, I think this is your chance to get some points back because, well, I already know your predictions, so you don't even need to tell me. You're going to go with your woman, Shayna Baszler, the baddest woman on the planet.
I would normally say that, yes, you're right. But unfortunately, as you can see, I've gone Kairi Sane.
What?
Only because sometimes you need to think, and I don't think they're going to change the NXT Women's Championship so soon after Kairi Sane had won. It was only the last takeover event she got the job done. Baszler is a dangerous competitor, but I think she's better than NXT now. I think she needs to move up to the main roster to see what she can actually do. I think Baszler's done all she can, and now it's time for Kairi Sane to shine. Then, Dan, I need you difference. Let's hope you've gone for the baddest woman on the planet.
Well, James, you know my exact feelings towards Shayna Baszler. I don't like her. So I've gone for Kairi Sane.
Ooh, Kairi Sane in this one. Any reason why? Just because you don't like Baszler?
Still don't like Baszler. No. But again, with you, I believe that as bad as she is, it is inevitable that she's going to go up so NXT women's wrestling can improve for the greater good of womankind. So, yeah, it is going to be not long until she joins forces with Ronda Rousey and the other two horse-faced women.
Well, Baszler is so dangerous. Baszler's so dangerous, and that's what we're seeing here. And that she can put anybody to sleep. She performed so well last year at the Mae Young Classic. My pick, getting all the way to the final. Unfortunately for her, Kairi Sane was standing away that day. Tonight is Retribution. On the same night as the second Mae Young winner is announced, Shayna Baszler could walk away as women's champion. But I think Sane's going to get the job done.
So that's twice you've got to the final of a tournament and 0 times you've won the finals of a tournament. Yeah. I'm sorry, I've got to 2 finals and I've won both of them.
You're forgetting the UK tournament we both went Pete Dunne. So at least I've done it once. I've been to the final 3 times and lost twice.
No, Tyler Bate won that.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
So you've got to the final 3 times and you've won none.
Fuck all!
I've got 2 times and I've won twice.
That's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant.
If you can't laugh at yourself, James, you'll only cry.
I know. Well, it's not going to improve here because we're drawing, so we need to go different in the fucking Rousey.
No, we're not drawing, James. I'm winning 4-2.
No, I know you're winning 4-2, but I need this back.
And there we see the other 2 women of the horsewoman.
There's Marina Shafir and, of course, Jessamine Duke.
Jessamine Duke and Maria Shafir. Obviously, 2 of the 4 women. And obviously, you've got Shayna Baszler, who is number 3, and Ronda Rousey in the main event.
Yeah,
so
number
4.
The horsewomen are in the house tonight. But what's interesting here is we've seen Oscar even, and we were talking about that. I love the fact she does this. I'll talk about this in a second. We saw Io Shirai and everything I was talking about. So what's good about Kairi Sane, Dan? What makes her different and stand out from the rest?
I had cake on my cheek.
It's my birthday. We've been having birthday cake.
Yes, and I managed to fit a whole slice in my mouth for those of you that doubted me.
Yeah, he did it for you.
But yes, Kairi Sane, what makes her stand out? I think she's got a completely different gimmick to the other ones. I think she's got more of a personality than Io Shirai and Oscar. I know we're boxing the Asians in the same kind of category, but you know we box the women of UFC together.
Yeah.
You know we put women in categories. I know we shouldn't categorise women because we shouldn't even class them as women because they are superstars. But no, what makes Kairi Sane different? I think she's got her own personality. She is the pirate princess. She comes out with her own little gimmick. She's got a hat on. She's got a little telescope. She throws gold coins to the crowd. You know, she's someone that fans can get behind. The younger fans, especially, you know, they see a lovable character, and she's an excellent performer in the ring. She didn't have a terrible match in the Mae Young Classic last year. I mean, she was both of our standout competitor of the tournament as well. I just think, yeah, she's such a lovable person.
Yeah, and what's nice to see as well, Jessica Carr here, because of course she refereed the final last year between Baszler and Sane. So it's weird history repeating. Will we see Storm versus Shirai for the NXT Women's title next year? We just don't know. But the Queen of Spades now getting her introductions. Another way, Sane's got the belt in the treasure chest, and the number one trend worldwide is WWE Evolution.
WWE Evolution.
Should that be WWE Evolution or WWE?
WWE Evolution.
WWE Evolution.
WWE Evolution.
Yeah, that's what it is. WWE Evolution.
But this match is starting off quite slowly. Both women feeling the other one out. Shayna Baszler getting the upper hand, throwing up a spade sign. And that's not a racist slur either.
Oh, Baszler stops off, get thrown into the turnbuckle.
Kairi Sane with the leg sweep there. I think she's throwing Shayna Baszler off of her game.
I think she's, well, she takes her down. I think Sane has got Baszler's number.
Shayna, though, trying to get the Kirifuda clutch locked in.
The thing is, if she gets that locked in, Sane is in all sorts of trouble. She go for it again. If she get the grapevine and drop down.
No, Sane has it blocked. I'm sure she's been practicing for the past few weeks about how to get out.
Yeah, it's great strength by Sane as well, managing to get away.
Wheelbarrow stunner.
Oh!
We love to see a stunner. That's the second one we've seen tonight. Obviously, the first one being Ember Moon's Eclipse.
Well, I tell you what, looks like Baszler's a bit stunned at the moment. And a beautiful elbow there by Sane, taking Baszler to the apron.
I want to see the insane elbow, though.
Oh. We just saw a great foot stomp.
Taking a bit too much time, though. Kairi Sane, she jumps down, helps her opponent back into the ring, but Baszler blocking it.
Ooh.
Throws Sane into the stairs, but she leaps on top, comes off, jumps over the top of Baszler, and a big chop to the chest.
This is dangerous, and here comes Sane. Oh, went in for the elbow. Baszler put up the foot.
And throws Kairi said steps.
Look at Baszler running in, huge knee. That might knock out Sane.
For the gut wrench. Oh, gut wrench sidewalk. Sane face first into the mat. 2. Oh, but Sane managing to kick out. Let's go, Kairi Sane. Nailed it.
So I've started vaping, everybody. I just thought I'd let everybody know this. I am a vapist.
And that is obviously the step before coming out.
Coming out?
And bending wrist back and stumping on the elbow. Goes for a cover, but only getting a 1 count.
1. She's picking apart Kairi Sane right now is Baszler. It's a great strategy. And now look at the position of the arm. Bent right back. It's distorted. We're looking at hyperextend the elbow.
Oh, but gets the roll up as she's before, but only getting a 2 count.
2. Baszler going right back to the arm.
She's got an arm bar locked in. Looking to switch position.
And this is exactly what Baszler has to do if she wants to win this match, is take apart Kairi Sane. She's focusing on the arm.
Big elbow to the jaw. But that's getting Sane fired up. Fans are certainly behind Kairi Sane. The yachts.
Oh, Baszler responding now.
3 shots to the jaw, a kick to the arm. Running the ropes, but Kairi Sane was right on top of her. Sane's turn, but again, Baszler was right on top of her.
Sane with a back elbow, knocking Baszler down.
Spinning back elbow.
Both men. Hey, well done, Michael.
Yep.
Nailed it.
And we are available for commentating duties if you don't want Michael Carl.
And now Sane's got out of this. He's trying to get in submission herself. Trying to hook that leg.
Going for the Akari.
And now the Akari's in. Sane getting blocked by Baszler, kicking away at the arm. Baszler.
Shayna Baszler.
Shame Mauro Ronaldo's not on commentary.
No, it's not.
It is. It would have been great. It would have given a lot of passion, and the NXT stuff would have been good, wouldn't it? And he throws, Sane throws Shayna into turnbuckle, now working around with forearms, palm strikes, work combination.
Baszler's cowering away in the ring ropes. Referee has to pull Kairi Sane off.
Irish whip reversed by Baszler, sending Sane into the corner.
Oh, Kairi Sane comes right out with a spear, though. Takes out Shayna.
Oh, here comes Sane now. Marching to the beat her own drum, walking the plank.
Oh, bang. Shoulder buried into the midsection of Baszler.
And a beautiful neck breaker, going for the cover. Oh.
It's a bit of a blockbuster.
But only getting a 2.
2.
Oh my God. Sane there. Alabama slam, taking Baszler down, but Baszler basically back to her feet straight away.
And again, back to work on her arm, just picking Kairi Sane up by her left arm and just hanging her there.
Oh, what a visual that is. Baszler looks like a killer. And look at her celebrating now. Oh.
And mocking Kairi Sane with a salute.
I thought they said there was going to be no men at this pay-per-view. And now Baszler going to go pick up Sane.
Oh! Sane reverses it into a DDT. Going up for the insane elbow.
That's it.
Go, Kairi.
She hits this. She's going to retain the...
Oh. Baz, I like the cowardly heel she is. Roland's not going to stop Sane.
Oh, my God. And what is Sane going to do now?
Flying crossbody takes out Baszler. I'd rather him than fucking Mauro fucking
I like
chops
Mauro Ronaldo.
You would, though.
Yeah, I will do, yeah.
You fucking do.
I do will.
Oh, Kairi Sane getting thrown to barricade.
Oh! And Sane backdrops Baszler into, I think that was Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir.
Nailed it.
Shafir, I'm right about that, as she sends Baszler back into the ring. A side area!
Oh!
I was hold of Sane. Sane hits her with a back elbow, back fist.
Where's Jessica Carr in all this?
Well, just Carr's trying to get him. Got to get him back in, and Sane basically just hit a fan there. Going for the insane elbow. Oh my God, she's back on the apron, Duke is. Oh no, Shafir.
Bang, spinning back fist for Shafir.
Why, Shafir... Oh no!
Kirifuga clutch locked in.
Oh my God, drops to the mat as well.
Oh, backwards, that's it. 1, 2.
Oh! Well, that's how she won the women's title, but Baszler realised and released it before she could kick out.
And
now she's going to go for a roll-up pin.
1, 2.
Oh. Oh!
Kick to the face.
Duke kicked Sane right in the face.
Not like this. Not like this.
No. Oh, and Sane's fading fast. This is disgraceful. I'm a fan of Baszler, but this is a step too far. And Sane's still in this, though. Come on, fight. She's not going to tap. That's the heart and the spirit of a true champion, Conor McGregor.
Go on, Kairi.
Oh, she's fading.
Even Jessica's like, come on, Kari.
Well, she feels sorry for her. Checking the hand.
Hello, are you there? No. She calls it. Kari's saying she didn't tap out. She passed out. And by hook or by crook, James's normal pick wins it when he didn't pick her.
No, hang on a minute. That was poor officiating by Jess Carlin. Why did she do the arm? You check it once.
No, they don't do that no more.
You check it twice. I don't mean you don't do it anymore. I don't care. That's what they should have done. Instead, Jess Carr called it, and Baszler is the first ever two-time NXT Women's Champion. The woman in WWE is back atop the NXT mountain, but in part thanks to Jessamine Duke
and Marina Shafir. Well, she's the only two-time women's champion, not because I think Samoa Joe won it twice. Yeah. So, you know, but
as
just statistics.
I know, but as a match, I think it's very, very good as well. I think
that was a very good. Sorry to over talk you. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I said it felt a bit like we were in NXT in the first second there. We kind of forgot. It took us into kind of special event feel. Felt like a big match. And I think these two have got tremendous chemistry in the ring. And as we saw it here, and the shenanigans called at the end, you know, I don't really agree with this, but we'll see how it goes moving forward. What were you going to say?
Again, yeah, it was a very, very good competitive match between these two women. I'm not a fan of shenanigans at the end, but I think, it just kind of pulls Shayna Baszler down a bit. It's like it makes her seem a bit weaker. That she had to have assistance to get the victory. But, does it leave it open again for another match between these two women at War Games?
I think it does potentially. I wouldn't mind maybe seeing a women's War Games match. That might be quite cool. Saying having help with someone, I don't know, say Nikki Cross versus the Horsewomen. But they are
Toni Storm.
Yeah, exactly, or just Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross against everyone on the women's roster in NXT. Nikki Cross will get the win.
Yeah, I'm glad she's in NXT because as soon as they take her up into WWE, they're going to fuck her over anyway. So, but that means I'm nearly fucked over. It's 4-2 still. So, Dan, you have definitely won a pay-per-view point. So I can only draw with you. So you've definitely won. So I'm either going to draw or you'll win outright here. So that'd be it'd be a crushing defeat on my birthday. Not only 3 extra bonus points, but
only losing in the final of your third tournament. But losing a pay-per-view point as well. But James, the day after Crown Jewel is my birthday.
Yeah.
So you might be able to get some retribution.
I might win the first ever WWE World Cup, and that would be our next show.
And that is a tournament. But then, James, knowing you get to the final.
If that happens to me again, I'm buy me some rope for Christmas. So here we go. We've seen the promo. Now it's time for the SmackDown Women's Championship matches and the ring announcers, and we are ready for this. Dan, are you looking forward to this match?
I am looking so forward to this match. A last woman standing match between these two. They've had such an amazing rivalry since Becky Lynch turned on Charlotte. And, hopefully this is the culmination and both women can move on.
Well, are you thinking that now it's time to move on, that Charlotte and Lynch can go their separate ways, Dan? Don't you want to see any more from these two, or do you think this is definitely it now?
Well, by my prediction, James, I have gone for Becky Lynch. So I'm hoping this one moves on and both women find something new to do.
Well, I need this to go different. Otherwise, you do win, and unfortunately, I've gone Becky Lynch as well in this match, Dan, so you do win the pay-per-view. But we'll see what happens here. I think that Lynch needs to move on with Charlotte. I still think Charlotte is going to be champion or thereabouts come WrestleMania season, so I don't know how he's got to hold on to it. But we start off hot here, and the crowd really into it. Of course, the chemistry between these two women as well. Lynch.
Well, it's a bit of a stalemate start off. Both women have tried, but I think it's a shove from Charlotte that sends Becky Lynch to her backside. The referee's counting.
Well, Flair has got, let's not forget, the nature boy kind of style about her, and Lynch thinks maybe she's a little bit entitled, but they know each other so well. They've got to be careful with their strikes, but the fans definitely behind Becky Lynch in this one.
They are behind the heel, Lynch. Charlotte nips up.
Well, that was nice. And Charlotte says, what you got?
Charlotte's got a swollen bottom lip.
Charlotte with a takedown, but kicks away by Becky Lynch. These two women going at it on SmackDown. Lynch calls getting put through that LED screen on SmackDown.
Running leg drop from Lynch, and she mocks the Charlotte Flair strut. Drops an elbow.
Oh, and again a leg drop, and that's nice by Lynch. She's shown she can do it. Saying count her down now. Charlotte back to her feet, but gets rocked by a European uppercut.
Well, she's staggering about. Grabs Lynch from behind, a neck breaker.
That was very innovative, and now Irish whip reversed by Lynch.
Oh, Charlotte though, flipping over the top rope, lands on the edge of the apron, catches Lynch in the midsection. Crawls her way towards the top turnbuckle, but Lynch is up.
Oh, she cuts her off now, got her off the top.
And a classic Flair bump. Love it.
And Lynch now going after Charlotte. Charlotte's already a 7-time women's champion. That was incredible. What's that, love? Well, a back suplex there.
Bexploder.
Bexploder sending Charlotte into the bottom turnbuckle.
Well, Charlotte's up to her feet. Becky Lynch comes running in. Charlotte lifts the foot. Becky catches it. Throws Charlotte to the mat.
Oh, now going to come off the second.
Oh, Charlotte ducks out the way, though. Big boot.
And Charlotte's a little bit trouble, even though the fans a bit undecided who to cheer for this one. Flair gets sent out to those mats. And how thin are those mats, Dan?
Those mats are wafer thin. They're mere millimetres thick. And Charlotte's now struggling to get to her feet.
Well, this could be over already. Becky, very focused here tonight. And we know she's got a cocky attitude. She'll be looking for some weapons.
Kendo stick.
Oh!
Hits Charlotte across the arm and then the back. Vicious strikes from Lynch.
The only problem with the lighting as well is that you can't really see as well as you used to. You can't really see the fans' reaction either. Charlotte came right near to the 4 horsewomen of MMA there. As Lynch just wearing her out with those kendo stick.
Oh, Charlotte catches an attempt though.
A turnabout fair play, but all
that gets her is a big boot from Lynch. Becky bounces Charlotte head first off the apron. Lynch looking for some more toys to play with. The crowd are chanting for tables.
And what's Lynch looking for is Charlotte's trying to recover.
Lynch has got a steel chair. Charlotte's got one of her own. Throws it in the ring.
Oh my God, Lynch and Charlotte know each other so well.
Now Charlotte's going down. Another chair.
Another chair.
Well, I'm glad there's some women in the arena to clear out this mess.
Dan, now we are going to get in serious trouble. But seriously, who's going to tidy this up right now? It's a chair off.
Who's making all the sandwiches in the back as well? No, come on. And now there's just chairs and Flairs and Lynches and chairs and Flairs.
Well, this is like Flair versus Funk with Cactus involved. And I don't think there's any more chairs in there to throw into the ring. Charlotte's got word.
Table.
But here comes Lynch.
Running round. Bang. Catches Flair with a big right hand.
Really intelligent by Lynch, and that will get her booed. Uh-oh. Charlotte catches Lynch, though.
Oh, hits an explode of her own.
Oh, my God. Lynch getting in and getting one of those chairs. There's enough to go around. As Charlotte sets up the table.
Bang. Whacks a Flair across the back of a chair. Whacks Flair with a chair.
And Flair selling it, but I don't think Lynch is finished yet.
Second shot to the midsection.
And now she's going to go hard and fast again.
Oh.
And you can hear the impact. It can echo around the Coliseum. Like a gunshot. You deserve it.
Well, the way Lynch is acting, it's like she's got PMS.
I don't know why they chant you deserve it. Is it because of Becky Lynch or because Charlotte Flair deserves that?
A little from column A, a little from column B. Well, there's a load of steel chairs in the ring. Oh, and Lynch has just flung Charlotte onto the chairs.
I don't think she's finished yet. Setting them up. I mean, there must be at least 12 chairs in the ring.
At least 15 to 20 chairs in that ring.
And this is not going to be a good landing for Knee Stars.
Becky's piling up the chairs. For
Oh,
uncomfortable landing for Charlotte.
Oh, no, he's going to suplex her, but Lynch is getting
Flair.
stopped now by Flair. Flair's got Becky! Oh!
Back suplex on the chairs. That's going to hurt in the morning.
Well, the referee checking her. She's saying she's all right. But the referee is counting now. I think Flair can get up. She's just conserving energy, and Lynch is stirring. Flair rolls outside, breaks the count. Lynch is up.
Now Flair looking for a second table. Lynch is trying to gather her bearings.
Bearings. Sponsored by me. And Flair bringing the table in. I think her dad taught her how to handle wood properly, and Lynch off that bottom rope.
Wow, catching Flair as she was trying to get in the ring. Now it's Becky setting up the table. Charlotte share. I don't know.
If I could turn back time.
Oh, spinning kick from Becky.
Oh! That's like a mollified right on those chairs. And Charlotte, I don't know if she can get up. Referee's up to 6 now.
And as Charlotte was looking to get up, Becky Lynch cut her off.
They just focused on beating up Charlotte Flair.
Set Charlotte up on the table. Is Lynch going to go flying?
Well, she's having a look. She's looking out, going up top now. She wants to retain her championship here. The first ever women's pay-per-view.
Oh, but Charlotte's up. Cuts Lynch off.
And now Flair showing her vicious side, stomping away at Lynch.
Now she's setting Lynch up on the table.
And clubbing blows down by Charlotte. There's hatred in her eyes. And now Charlotte looking to go up. Oh my gosh, they're going to try a moonsault, is she? Surely not.
Don't call me Shirley. But she's up and hits it. Doesn't go through the table.
Oh, no, that's a shame. That happened in Charlotte's match against Banks, didn't it? Hell in a Cell with the table didn't break. Not enough weight using that table. Not in that way. Come on now.
I suppose it plays in Becky Lynch's favour that Charlotte didn't get all of that move. But she got enough.
That's the spirit. Yeah, that's it. You're going to be able to recover maybe a little bit easier. And Charlotte's like, no, we are doing a table spot.
It's just going to be a spine buster or a...
Don't try it again, Charlotte. That's just stupid. The table back up. Put it on. Oh, no, Charlotte. Please don't. No, Charlotte is going to go up yet again.
She's going face first this time.
Well, once lucky, twice shy. Hey!
Senton bomb through the table.
Charlotte did it. She's happy. Well, at least they did the big table spot. Lynch is out. The referee up to 5, and he's not stopping at 6. Sorry, I'm busy. Oh my God, you can see the blood coming from Charlotte. Leave it. Both women up using the ropes. Referee can stop. This war continues. And Charlotte's not finished yet.
Well, we've seen chairs. We've seen tables. What else is there to see in this match? A ladder. And not just a ladder in the woman's tights. No, is that too?
So we're getting tables and ladders and chairs.
And kendo stick.
Oh my.
George Takai.
Oh my. George Takai rhymes with oh my. Oh, look at that ladder. Fair play. That ladder balanced perfectly there. That didn't want to go down. It was like, no, I'm the star. That's the Shawn Michaels of ladders.
The ladder's standing tall. Both women counted out. And the ladder is the new women's champion.
Yeah. Ladder's saying to the table, this is how you work first time round. This is awesome chance, and it's good. And now another Bexplode. She's only tried this about 4 times. No!
Oh, that was more of a suplex. But Charlotte landed on that.
Oh, Bex Splex right on that ladder. And there's nowhere to land either. If you're still landing, you've got the chairs next to you. It's a danger zone right now.
Ooh.
That, my friend, is going to leave a mark.
TARDIS.
And Lynch now going to capitalise on it. Another slam. Charlotte blocking it.
Oh, Flair style chop block to the back of the knee. Now she's kicking away. If you don't want a woman to stand up, you kick her in the back of the legs.
Dad, what? Oh,
in this match, James, come on.
I was about to say, that's not a normal thing that is saying. Oh, no, God, she's got the ladder set up. And she's going to try maybe figure 4 her way through it.
You've obviously not seen my Plenty of Fish profile then.
I have never seen this before.
She's looking for the figure 8 through the ladder.
No,
she's just kicking away at Becky Lynch's knee.
And that will rip and tear at the knee. There's the ACL, the meniscus.
And she's definitely going to have a bruised patella.
Charlotte is! She's going for the figure 8 on the ladder.
Oh, that ladder must be crutching her.
Oh, my God, that's going to... Well, it doesn't matter if you tap out. You just can't stand up. No.
And she's figure 8ing out as well.
Oh, my God. And the pressure. Look at Lynch tapping out. But there's nothing she can do. Oh, that's unbelievable. Lynch is getting torn apart.
There's no chairs in reach as well. There's just a flare.
Is there anything? She's so close. Oh! Right on his shin.
Chair shot to the shin. The old shinny chair shot.
Well, you know when you walk and you bang your shin on the table, you know how much that hurts?
Fuck yeah.
And then all of a sudden you've imagined that with a chair. Let's go Becky.
A 50-50 chant in the crowd. Let's go Becky. Let's go Charlotte.
This has been a great matches throughout the night as well. As Lynch, I don't know how she can stand up. Or maybe her only saviour using those ropes to maybe get outside. Use the ring to support her, and that's what she's doing.
Charlotte's still not up though.
Well, Charlotte's had it taken out of her. She's desperate at the moment.
Situation.
Now they're near the announce table.
Oh, but Lynch throwing Charlotte into the steel stairs.
Really bothered me the apron's not been put down.
Not the mess in the ring.
Lynch shouting, "Stay down." Referee up to 5.
Charlotte making her way back up, but getting thrown into the ring post.
Won't stay down, but that might get the 10.
10.
And old Lynch is getting out of here. Taking the championship and going home. She's had enough.
Well, you can't count her out if she ain't in the ring area.
Uh-oh, Charlotte's not giving up.
Oh, grabs Becky from behind, a flare chop. If I was a fan in the crowd, I'd pick that belt right up.
I know, I was about to say that. If there's security around, I don't care. I'm grabbing that belt. And I'm sticking it down my trousers. Oh, my God. Charlotte and Lynch fighting out in a crowd. How lucky are those fans who thought they had a crap seat? Big chop by Charlotte. Is that Singh? And now they're back over near the barricade. Charlotte sends Lynch back over in the ringside.
Referee's got the belt.
Uh-oh.
Now Flair rearranging some furniture.
It's a French announce table. Charlotte throwing that monitor harder than she maybe imagined. That'd be a lawsuit and a half, wouldn't it? I got hit in the face with a monitor by Charlotte.
Yeah, that'd be a good story, though.
It would be, wouldn't it? Like, how'd you get the black eye? Well, it's funny.
Funny story.
And Charlotte's trying to send Becky Lynch to the announce table. Oh, my God. Charlotte's got another ladder. And now Charlotte's setting up that ladder, looking up at it, and oh!
Becky Lynch hitting Charlotte with the title.
Right in the face with the title.
She's broken in half.
Oh, my God. I can't imagine these two women getting to their feet. Surely not.
Don't call me Shirley, but one of them needs to get to her feet. Because who's going to clear up all that mess in the ring?
And the referee counting. I don't know if both women can get up. Oh, my God. She's up. And so is Lynch. And just look at Lynch. She's gone psycho.
Charlotte weren't up, though. She was on her knees. And the referee was on 9.
Well, Charlotte was taunting Lynch, saying, is that all you got? Maybe saving herself for this match, but Lynch has gone mental now. And she's stacking chairs up against her. Oh my gosh, she's taking Mae Young's chair. And what the hell is Lynch doing now? She's burying her so she can't get up. That's genius by Lynch. Counter them, official.
No, because she's still getting...
And now a bit of table. That's it, counter. Lynch saying, go on, gets back in the ring. And now Charlotte is in trouble. Referee counting. To 8, 9, and she's crawling through.
Charlotte's up!
Oh my God, like the beast from the deep lagoon.
She's a beast, I know.
And look at her look. Determination on her face. So you try to take me out, and I'm going to come and get you now. And she pissed, is backing off.
Becky Lynch don't know what to do to keep Charlotte down.
Lynch cannot believe it. Oh!
Charlotte's got a kendo stick and she's wailing away at Becky.
Oh my God! And Lynch is blocking him with her body, luckily. Charlotte has lost it. Oh!
Hits Lynch with a spear, turns her inside out.
Oh,
You're right there. Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks, love.
Oh my God. What a war this has been. Charlotte dragging Lynch now.
Dragging a limp Lynch.
Oh, and Charlotte's got that table that was on the outside. Sets it up. She's going to put away Lynch, but I don't know why the referee's counting if Lynch is down. Charlotte somehow managed to survive. Lynch giving it her best. Charlotte's put on the table.
Lynch has been put on the table by Charlotte.
And what is Charlotte going to do?
There's a Becky club in the T-shirt.
Hey, people have got taste. And Charlotte goes up. And this is amazing. We saw her hit it earlier. Now she's going to go inside out.
But Becky Lynch is up.
Oh, my God, no. She's got her in a powerbomb. No!
Oh! Woo!
Charlotte has just been put through that table. Lynch is smirking.
No, James. She hasn't got a cigarette in her gob. She's got a smile on her face. Because she has just powerbombed Charlotte from the apron through that table to them wafer-thin mats below.
And now the referee counting. He's up to 4. And Charlotte somehow getting to her feet. Lynch can't believe it. She's up at 9. No. Another half a second, she would have made it up. But over Lynch now. Can't believe it because she's retained her title against Charlotte. Well done. What a match that was, eh? My God, Dan, what are your thoughts?
That was just absolutely amazing. Both women pulled it out and they delivered a classic matchup. They, these two women, we know they've got great chemistry. And, they didn't hold back one bit. They was given the time they needed, played it out perfectly. You could tell the story that they hated each other ever since Lynch turned on Charlotte. And, hopefully this is the culmination of their story and both women can move on.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely brilliant. The officials here checking on Charlotte. It's been absolute war, so we both get a point. So it's 5-3 to you now, Dan, with that. And Lynch is celebrating Women's Championship. And what a great match it was. Yeah, all the high spots worked for him. It was a great story told. A lot of punishment taken by both women in that match. It was just, and it's like a normal last man standing match, last women standing match. And it really, really delivered. You could tell the kind of hatred each woman had for each other and the story told throughout the match. And Lynch, just at half a second and getting the victory. All right, so it's main event time now. Dan, you get the point. So it goes 5-3. So I cannot win. You do win the pay-per-view outright. So it means you take a 2-point lead in the fucking pay-per-view predictions as well. First time in, I reckon, a couple of years that we've been 2 points apart in pay-per-views. I think I would maybe say.
Well, it's a 2-point advantage there. I've got a 3-point advantage in the bonus league. We are actually neck and neck, James, in NXT pay-per-view.
Yeah,
so you've got that going for you.
This is a thing, and we've got the NXT pay-per-view takeover event coming at the end of the month, along with Survivor Series. Well, now happening, actually, because when we release this one. So that'll be exciting because we've got a live show to look forward to. So it's not over. It's year-end predictions in December.
Indeed, yes.
But it is main event time. It's the WWE Women's Championship, the Raw Women's title. And it's the champion Ronda Rousey going against Nikki Bella. So, Dan, what do you think of the promo? Did you do? That's me again. What an interesting build-up this has been, Dan. You know, I don't know what you thought of it, but it's kind of Nikki the Bellas turning on Ronda Rousey a few weeks ago on Raw, turning to the dark side, and a couple of off-the-cuff comments by Rousey and the Bellas as well. You know, not only the fact of about John Cena, you know, mentioning knocking his door down, but the fact that Mum's not proud of Ronda Rousey for what she's accomplished. What are your thoughts?
It certainly has been a different one. It's, you know, as you say, the Bellas turning to the dark side, claiming that they're the reason for the evolution, which I wholeheartedly, I think the evolution started once they'd left, or maybe it started down in NXT when I was up in WWE. But I certainly don't hold the Bellas responsible for it. They said that they made Divas a name. I don't agree with that. Well, I agree with that because all Divas did go around is shagging half the backstage area, which is what they did. Yeah, you know, and obviously Ronda Rousey, as we've mentioned before, these are just cannon fodder for her now, aren't they?
Yeah, and this is the thing. So, sorry, I lost my voice a little bit there. That's the thing, though, isn't it? So, Dan, in our final match, who have you gone for? It doesn't matter now because you fucking won it anyway. But
I have gone for Ronda Rousey, obviously.
Rousey. Yeah, I too have gone for Ronda Rousey.
That says Nikki Bella.
It does not say Nikki. Would you stop? If it's a chance, we'll still be losing by a fucking point. So main event time. Let's get serious. The Raw Women's Championship. I mean, how shit will this match look after the last man woman standing? Here we go. Going to start and... I mean, keys to victory. I don't think Nikki Bella's got a fucking chance in this match.
Keys to victory. Nikki Bella wants to hope Ronda Rousey trips, headbutts the turnbuckle, knocks herself out, and she gets the cover.
Well,
that is the only chance she has at this.
She's mocking Nikki Bella. Telling her, get up, come on, try and take me down.
Don't get me wrong. There's one thing Nikki Bella has got over Ronda Rousey.
Oh, so I thought arthritis.
She's actually a bit fitter as well.
I don't know. Ronda Rousey looks nice. That makeup doesn't do any favours.
No, it doesn't.
But I'm glad that she sorted out her trunks and her look. I mean, that looks more professionally now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I kind of like Ronda's look. She's getting more comfortable as well as we move along. She has been, you know, she is on TV more than like a Brock Lesnar was. So, do you think the Ronda Rousey experience working well? She's just submitting Brie. Well, she's not submitting. She's put a submission on Brie. Nikki.
I think this is more of a mock. She's making her pout as if she's posing. Something that Nikki Bella always does, and it's frustrating. The Bella twin.
Big experiment in WWE has been a success. Do you think it's cooled off a little bit, or what are you thinking of Ronda Rousey? You didn't know her outside of WWE, have you? Really? You know bits and pieces.
I knew she'd lost to Holly Holm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, how do you think she's dealt with it? And you know, are you surprised by it, or do you like it? You know,
I'm not that impressed by her. I think, you know, she's been thrust into it, and soon it'll turn into, you know, a John Cena, a Roman Reigns. You know, she's going to get thrust down her faces so much that she's going to get booed, and then she gets to the camera and gets cheered.
But does the as a fan, I don't really watch Raw. Has the fan reaction to her been dwindling a little bit, or is it?
No, it's a strong fan, you know, a strong fan reception. But you know, I think there's other women that deserve the spot that she's been thrust into.
I suppose they talk about you got to earn your due, but I don't think it would come along this quickly. Rousey being, you know, as is women's champion, and we see how Nikki Bella got in control of this match. Brie distracted Ronda. She sent her right into the ring post.
Well, you know how they kind of like go through NXT?
Yeah.
It's like they beat local competitor, beat a lower card, beat a mid card, and then they start challenging. You know, it's.
No, I agree and I don't agree on that because Ronda Rousey has got the star name. You know, she is a big star, which, you know, people will talk about. Look at all the coverage it had when she did come across. So I think a part of that, she has to kind of go the biggest way possible, you know, be in NXT and work through. I can understand it, but I think to come in, you know, what the match at WrestleMania, the way she did, I think worked well. I think with just this part here, she should have waited a little bit longer to actually challenge, you know. Like you say, gain a little bit of respect from the fans first.
Well, she's no Bill Goldberg.
No. But one thing I never thought, you know, one thing, Dan, you know, I've been doing this a long time now with you, and I've been watching wrestling for a very long time, and of course MMA. One thing I never thought I'd ever say is Nikki Bella is dominating Ronda Rousey.
Only because of some outside interference from her sister Brie.
Well, she just threw into the barricade, goes into the cover.
But only getting a 1 count.
Ronda's such a kind of Hulk Hogan type back. Talk about a John Cena. It's even more so with her. They're trying to get all the babyface type things that they've done for everybody. And
every single babyface cliche.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Bang, going against the odds. Yeah. Outside interference. Kicking out at one.
Big comebacks, you know what I mean?
Pointing at them going, you! Yeah. And then...
taking down authority figures.
Big boat.
Getting out submissions.
Yeah.
She did their roll through. And maybe Ronda Rousey's gained a little bit of respect.
And then she gets kicked off.
And then Brie Bella there. Nice to look, hitting Ronda Rousey.
Alexa Bliss didn't need outside interference to dominate Ronda Rousey, just saying.
Yes, she did. Mickey James and fucking Alexa.
She didn't need it. She had it. She didn't need it.
Oh my God, they've just sent Rousey round the ring post. And Nikki is in charge of Ronda at the moment, and she's getting fans behind her. There's a lot of fans in the Bella Nation.
It's a Bellavution.
Yeah, but I'm talking about where they come from, Bella Nation. Well, unbelievably, Nikki Bella has got a submission on Ronda Rousey. Oh my God, but drops down with her, can't support the weight. There's been little botches here and there tonight, haven't there? Just tiny little ones. Rousey low manages to get back to her feet. And throws off Nikki. Here comes Ronda, but big back elbow by Brie. Keep calling her Brie.
Nikki.
By Nikki. A nice kick to the face. Oh! That got 2.
2. Has Ronda Rousey met a match?
Now Nikki with the shoulders to Ronda. And I did not expect this. I know Nikki's 2-time champ. But still.
Is that it? That was Divas Championship as well.
Yeah, I know.
Do they still class that as a championship?
Well, now they're going out and let's go Ronda. Let's go Nikki. She's got a suplex. Blocked by Rousey and all. Brie caused distraction.
Long enough for Nikki to recover and step up kick.
I would feel sorry for Ronda Rousey if it wasn't her friends who did exactly the same thing in the last match. Like, where are they now for her? Did Rousey say, don't bother?
They're like, no, I'd rather have Shayna Baszler look weak and me overcome 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then I come over 2 of them. And she pushes Nikki off the top rope. You can see the cuts and the cuts around Rousey's face. She's off the top. We don't see it often.
And that is why we don't see it very often, because Ronda Rousey went for it all and missed. Do you find that most women, they just go for the flying crossbody when they're on top?
I've had a woman on top in a very long time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I find that the suicide dive's like the most popular dive outside. I don't like suicide dive as much anymore.
Yeah, but for women, but then the men, they kind of mix it up. They do little flips, little twists, little spins, planches over the top.
Yeah, but usually on 205, isn't it? And like people like Dean Ambrose just do suicide dives, boring, isn't it? Seth Rollins, Finn Balor,
Bobby Roode would if he had matches on telly.
Fuck up. And Nikki baseball slides to the outside. Ronda manages to dodge, get a bit of separation.
Oh, blocks Nikki's kick as she comes in though. Sweeps a standing leg.
And Ronda's been beaten pillar to post, but look at the strength.
Rolls through into a firewoman carry.
She's got her up, but Brie up on the apron.
Pulling her sister's arm.
No. Oh, look at we talk about it. Double strength, and she's picking up Brie as well.
If she climbs over.
That's it, Brie. You're in position.
And Brie still manages to botch this.
And Ronda Rousey has got both of them. Oh, my God, she can't. Oh!
And she slams both of them. In a bit of a Samoan drop.
Very impressive there. Brie landed face first, Nikki on her back. Come on, Nikki.
Slap your arm. Slap your thighs. There we go.
Well, this is going to be it. She's making a Rousey comeback.
Kick to the midsection. And now Rousey going for a second of her 5 moves of doom. John Cena.
Oh, my God. Flipping around now, mounting her. And look at these strikes. This is... I'm not saying that. Now Ronda's got fucking got Nikki.
Judo throw. Another judo throw.
Well, she's going to just break the arm off Nikki in a minute.
Well, I'm okay with the tits. It's just that mole.
No, I don't like tits. Too small. Nikki tits good. Nikki tits good. Oh my God, Nikki blocked, but got slapped round the face.
I think Brie would look good with Nikki's tits.
Yes, I think that would be good. Yeah. Why do they keep calling the spots ever so loud? But Rousey got hold of Nikki.
Overhead throw. That looks kind of shit.
Well, Nikki was alright, I suppose, thrown out of the ring. Well, they were talking about it, though, and then you could hear the referee having a conversation.
See Michael Cole texting while the main event's on.
You're joking.
Look, see?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
His phone.
And now Rousey's got hold of Nikki. Sends her in.
Brie from behind with a big forearm to the jaw.
And the referee didn't see that, but Brie tries again. Ronda catches her. Oh!
Throws her over the announcer's table.
Sends her into Michael Cole.
Well, the other table's already been gone through.
And Rousey picking up Brie. Oh, Nikki. Oh, my, Nikki.
With the Alabama slam off the distraction. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh!
And that might be the come to losing in the WWE.
You got it, Nikki. Come on, Nikki, you can do this. Kick it in the fanny. And I mean the American version of fanny, which is arse.
Rousey comes running into Nikki. Nikki dodges. Ronda goes right into the ring post.
Rack Attack 2.0.
No.
Oh, TKO.
Hits it. 1, 2.
Oh. Rousey just managing to kick out. Oh. And Nikki's beside herself. She thought it was the 3. I thought it was the 3. James thought it was the 3.
Going to finish off Ronda Rousey. I would finish off.
Going up. Primo. No.
And a kick to the midsection.
Punch.
And a punch to the cunt. Shot to the side. Ronda stopping Nikki going up.
Oh, but Rousey coming back up on the top rope.
Oh my
Rolls
God.
through with that armbar.
She catches Nikki.
Drags her to the middle of the ring. Gets that armbar locked in. Nikki taps almost immediately.
She's got no choice. She has got no choice. That was the end there.
And like me, Ronda Rousey is the winner tonight.
Oh, get over yourself. We're talking about this match here, though, Dan. What did you think? Whose match is it? Well, I don't think it was a bad match. I think we're accustomed to see Nikki can't carry an opponent like maybe other women's wrestlers can. But Ronda Rousey is getting stronger time and time out. Like you said, it's all the little things they're doing for her, giving her the chance, aren't they, to kind of get an opportunity to get cheered by the fans, you know?
Indeed, yes. Well, you know, we've seen pretty much all the cliches of a face in peril tonight. Is it too cliche?
What, Rousey being Rousey? Well, I don't know. It's weird because she's celebrating with her friends now. who just attacked Kai saying earlier.
So our friends have done the quickest turn in WWE.
I think they have, yeah, but we'll see what happens with Ronda Rousey. People might turn against her, but I haven't got a problem with Ronda Rousey, though. You know, I mean, even at the moment, she's doing right. She just needs a better opponent, you know, and I think that's the thing. Maybe matches, you know, down the road against Natalya or Becky Lynch. You know, if they do champion versus champion,
Survivor Series,
Survivor Series, that should be fantastic match between the two. So there's still a lot of hope for Ronda Rousey. Well done, but I think that's it now. If we're gonna have one of the Bellas back, we'll have Nikki back as wrestling, but nothing full time. You know, I weren't really that impressed with her. I don't know what you think about the Bella's performance.
I'm not the biggest fan of Bella's. You know, if you want a couple of heels in that position, you've got the Iconics, and I think they do just as good a job. They're twice as annoying. I think they're a lot better in the ring.
Yeah, I think you're right, and that does mean we both get a point. So it ends down winning the pay-per-view 6-4 here tonight. That is drumming. That's bad, man.
Yes, and I go 2 up on pay-per-view points. I go 3 up on bonus points, and we're still drawing on NXT points.
Yep. Oh, look at Nia Jax looking on. She will be facing Ronda Rousey down the road at some point.
I hope Nia Jax beats her. If she really was the baddest woman on the planet, she would have punched that baby in the face. That's how you get real nuclear heel heat.
Just imagine in 20 years' time and that baby's looking back and go, oh my God, I can't believe I was there then.
Exactly. I think she should punch that disabled person, nick his phone and stomp it. If the 2 women's champions do a belt clink at the end, James is a paedophile.
Where is Becky Lynch though?
She's coming. She's coming. She'll be there.
And look at that. The rest of the women's roster is here. And Ronda Rousey right in the middle of it with Trish and Lita hugging Bayley.
Come on, Becky.
And Charlotte with Oscar. Carmella. Oh, look, there's Maria. Toni Storm. And what a moment, Dan. WWE Evolution. So that was Evolution, Dan. You do win 6 points to 4, and it goes 9-7 on the bonus pay-per-view prediction league, and bonus points you kicked my ass tonight, and 16-13. But let's run back through the card, and that is first time ever event, and see if it lived up to all the hype. So let's start. Our first match was Lita and Trish versus Mickie James and Alicia Fox.
Well, I didn't think that was a bad match, apart from Lita and Fox. I mean, they looked terrible. Their timing was far too slow. You know, I know it's legends returning, and it is very good for nostalgia, but I would have much rather preferred a Mickie James versus Trish match.
Yeah, I would have preferred that, or like you said, Lita versus James. It's missing Alexa Bliss, wasn't it? And that kind of star power that she has to be involved. I thought it was a strange way of starting off the show as well, but maybe they want to start with a bang. Trish and Lita were really... But it's been a long time since either woman has been in the ring, you know? So I think that kind of took it out of them a little bit. And also I feel with...
Oh, fuck off, you fucking bro cunt.
Oh, I can't wait until you start watching that. I think with Alicia Fox, she's always been useless, you know, so I don't think we could take it away from her really that much in this match. She found herself in a kind of a great position. People are looking back in this in years to come and going, who the fuck is Fox, you know, because we'll know the other 3. I gave that 3 out of 5.
I also gave that a 3 out of 5 as well, yeah.
Yeah. That was good. Then we had the... Well, yeah, that was the second match. The first match was a Rhea Ripley match that she won, didn't we? But we didn't see that. So we move on to a third match, which was the Battle Royal, all the women being involved. It went Peyton Royce, Molly Holly, Kelly Kelly, Tori Wilson, Sonya Deville, Alundra Blaze, Maria, Lana, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Michelle McCool, Naomi, Carmella, Ivory... And then Oscar got eliminated, and then it was Tamina, and then finally your pick, Ember Moon, wasn't it? Who did finally get eliminated by the winner, Nia Jax. But what are your thoughts on that match?
Again, it wasn't a bad match. It was good, you know, the way some of the spots with it started off with them surrounding the Iconics, eliminating them too because they were just disrespectful for the other women, and then it was kind of like an old school, new school face-off, which again was a fun moment. There was a few little botches in there, a few bits of timing issues yet again. You know, I absolutely loved the shout out to Roman Reigns. I think that was meant to have been in a different spot though, because they'd done a very similar move a few seconds later and actually eliminated Lana.
Yeah.
But it wasn't terrible.
No, it was all right, wasn't it? You know, I thought it was a little bit better than the Lita Trish match. And I think I like the story, even though Asuka was my pick and got eliminated. I like the story of Ember Moon getting the elimination, finally get one up over on Asuka. And I guess they're going to keep going with Nia Jax now, so it'd be interesting to see what they do there. I gave that a 3.5 out of 5.
I gave that another 3 out of
5. Too many botches, I said, and they're waiting for their spots too many times. Toni Storm versus Io Shirai. What a match it was for me. It's my favourite match of the Mae Young Classic. I think these two women really pulled it out. I could have done with maybe 5 minutes longer, but I understand with time constraints. Maybe the fans don't really know who they were, but by the end of the match, they were into anything. And they both women deserved to win. Toni Storm got the victory. Fair play to her. But I thought both women really, really brought it down.
Yeah, again, it was an absolutely brilliant match. Close calls in it, which I absolutely love in a match. You know, you think, oh shit, Shirei's going to win it. Toni Storm managed to pull it out and get the victory. Yeah, brilliant match. Both of these women have got chemistry, and I'd love to see a lot more of them in the WWE. I gave that a 4.5 out of 5.
I did give that 4.5 out of 5 as well. And then we had the Bayley, Banks, and Natalya versus the Riot Squad match. Standard 6 women's tag team match. I'm surprised this wasn't one on first. And then they had the Trish Lita match there. But like I said, I'm excited. I do think Banks and Bayley deserve a little bit more credit and maybe a bit of a harder match as well at this point. It's nice to see the Riot Squad. But again, just a bit standard for me. And it felt like after the Mae Young Classic match, you had to take a kind of little break. And that's why this was here. It's kind of filler in the end, where I think they could have done a little bit better.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad match. Again, you know, I agree with you. Banks and Bayley definitely deserve a lot more, seeing as though, like, you know, the position that Flair and Lynch are on the card as well. And there's a few, like, you know, maybe Nikki Bella doesn't quite deserve her position on the card at the moment. She's just returned from being out. Yeah, I know she's got a bit of history and legacy with the company, but, you know, why not chuck her in a different match, you know, more of a promo match, so to speak. But yeah, you know, it wasn't bad for what it was. And your score?
I gave that a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 on that one as well.
And then up next, the NXT Women's title on the line. It was Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane.
I thought this was a very good competitive match. It made Baszler look a lot weaker, having the Mina Shafir and Jessamine Duke joining in and, you know, kind of interrupting it. It's like, well, you know, if she's that much of a killer, if she's, you know, that one of the baddest women on the planet, if she's the queen of UFC fighter, why does she need help?
Well, this is what I liked about it a little bit, was the fact that she did, because sometimes it can be a bit boring. And how many times have we seen this kind of MMA fight, like Brock Lesnar, who's just dominant all the time and stuff like this? And they did it a little bit with Asuka with her title reign. It's nice to see a little bit of vulnerability, and she obviously thinks Kairi Sane has got a number. So in storyline-wise, it kind of makes a little bit of sense where we've seen Sane's, you know, victories over Baszler, and she needed to get help from her friends to actually get the job done. I think it opens up a little bit more ability to her as well. And I think, because I don't want her to be one-dimensional, that kind of hard ass. I want to see different ways about her. Yes, she is dangerous, but like you said, she is worried that Sane has got a beat. And I think leading up to a story between the two of them, Sane goes in and maybe is a favourite in the next women's title match now if it happens at TakeOver because of this. I think it felt like a TakeOver match. I think they really gelled so well. You can see they've been working well together these past year. I think it's a fantastic addition to the card. I feel if, you know, in a normal WWE pay-per-view, to improve the pay-per-view somewhat, you would have the NXT matches on pay-per-view as well, just the 3 title matches, and that would improve the event no end. I'm sure Crown Jewel would be improved if you added a kind of NXT title tag team match as well.
Well, you know, you don't know. You can't count it out, James, before we've said it.
Yeah, exactly. It might be the greatest show of all time.
Wow.
But I really, really enjoyed Baszler versus Sane. What was your ranking?
I gave that a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I gave that 4 out of 5 as well. So that's 2 matches that already had 4 out of 5. And then we move on to Rick Ric Flair. We were to Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch.
Well, how can you follow that match?
Yeah.
Well, you just throw everything you can into the ring and you just go hell for leather, take it into the fans, travel all around the arena. You know, what more could they have done in this match?
They could have done anything. The spots were it's spot on. Felt like a proper last man standing match. You felt you were really into the action. They really delivered in the kind of look and the facials and kind of what they're delivering as well as the storyline. You know, anybody that says women wrestling isn't as good as men's, then that match proves otherwise.
Well, you watched that match. You watched the Nikki Cross versus Oscar last woman standing match, and you've.
Yeah.
And then go and watch Crown Jewel.
Yeah, it's how good the division can be, you know, and that match truly delivered. Don't get me wrong, there was botches, a couple of botches in the card, but there's hardly, you know, there is always going to be some botches nowadays. And so just to say, oh, it's because it's women, it's not. If you look at the matches that delivered, the Flair Becky with the kendo sticks and the chairs, it was great. And I tell you what, talking about match of the year candidate, that is definitely getting added to the list. I'd feel, Dan. You know.
I would wholeheartedly agree. And on that note, I gave that a 5 out of 5.
I too gave that a 5 out of 5 as well. It just ticked all the right boxes. There's nothing wrong with it. I didn't have a problem with it, even though it was like nearly half hour long. It was the right half hour long of actually telling the story and getting everything right and all the spots. The table spot didn't work, so she tried it again. And then that kept the crowd into it, you know, and it just worked so well with the ladder as a weapon as well, and the chairs.
Burying Charlotte underneath the announcers' chairs and, you know, a bit of table and a steel chair.
Yeah.
As Charlotte managing to rise, and Becky Lynch's facial expressions as Charlotte came out, she was like, oh, fuck. Back to way again, because, you know, beforehand she just tried walking away with the title. Charlotte caught up with her, and, you know, and especially as this competition, you know, as this rivalry's gone on, we've seen Becky Lynch winning by hook or by crook with a belt shot to the head, getting herself disqualified, and, you know, there's been a bit of controversy behind it. But this was a definitive end to the match, and, you know, there was no malice to it, you know, not malice, there was no cheapness to it as well, you know. Yeah. We feel we got into it.
Yeah, it mattered, you know, it did matter, even though it was over top of attention. We feel like I'm going to be watching this match again. And you know, it's for a first ever women's pay-per-view to have a match like this deliver. It means the world to. I think all the, you know, the roster and everybody else looking on, they stole the show, and rightfully they should be talking about the men. You know, this match could do it. This match could do it. Well, they delivered perfectly. So 5 out of 5. I did feel a bit sorry for Nikki Bella and Ronda Rousey, because obviously Ronda Rousey's a kind of main event attraction, so to speak. But they did have to follow 2 awesome matches and a great card, really. And with Ronda Rousey matches, sometimes they can be a bit samey. I thought this one was all right. Very standard, Dan. I don't know what you thought.
Yeah, well, I think Nikki had more offence than she should have done. But, again, you know, it wasn't a terrible match. I think, you know, both women played it well. I'm not quite sure if it was main event worthy.
I think with someone else rather than Nikki... Even if they built up Oscar for a couple of months and then put her into this match, do you know what I mean? It would have made more sense. Or having Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey, I think for me would have made more sense as well. But like, Nikki tried her best, didn't she? But really couldn't get the job done. I think Brie works as a better heel than Nikki does. And, you know, Nikki's offense is not great. I think she's a better worker of the Bellas. And Rousey's still got a lot to learn as well. So she's a few moves and a few reactions. But for me, I guess it still works as well. Would you give that rating there?
I gave that a 3.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I go at 3.5 as well. So the 2 matches that kind of didn't really live up to expectation was the 2 tag team matches, really, wasn't it? You know, the single matches delivered.
Yeah.
And the battle royals, okay. So our match of the night was Becky versus Charlotte.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
So all I need to know now is your rating out of 10.
I'm going to give it an 8.
8.
I think...
Why?
Mainly because of the Storm Shirai match, the Sane versus Baszler, and the Flair versus Lynch. And, you know, all the others, it was a solid undercard. I mean, you know, if the other matches had held up, then, you know, maybe obviously it would have been a bit higher. You know, say, just for example, if Mickie James was in that first match.
She was in that first match.
Not Mickie James. if Alexa Bliss was in that first match,
Yeah.
that would have improved it as well, and that probably would have improved the tone of the card. But yeah, for them 3 matches alone, you know, they perfect. So yeah, I'm giving it an 8.
You're giving it an 8, so that's your 6th highest ranked pay-per-view this year. I am giving Evolution a 9 out of 10. I am giving it a 9. Because, Dan, how many pay-per-views, how many shows have we watched? And 3 matches have delivered, you know? I could watch Io Shirai versus Toni Storm, Flair versus Becky, and Baszler versus Sane all night long. I wasn't upset about the Nikki Ronda match. It was over. It really got that bad. The Battle Royal's a Battle Royal. You're going to have to deal with that. And even the Riot Squad face match wasn't bad. The only match I weren't sure about was the start, but the crowd was into it as well. It's one of the most enjoyable pay-per-views that I've seen this year. Barring takeovers, I think it's the best W pay-per-view this year.
Yeah, but you look, aside from the Flair Lynch match, the Kairi Sane Baz NXT women, and the Storm versus Shirai, they're going to be going through NXT, aren't they? Well, Toni Storm is going to be going through UK. Is she going through the UK?
She's part of the UK,
she's
but
part of the UK.
Now
NXT.
she's won it, they might, you know.
But, you know, she's going to be going through NXT because it is a shot at NXT Championship. Io Shirai's obviously not going to get the bump up just yet. So, you know, 2 of the 3 best matches are from NXT talent. So you add them two to a NXT takeover card. Chuck in a fucking Gargano versus Ciampa match.
Yeah, no,
Aleister Black versus Dream again. We got a fucking a 12 out of 10 card.
Yeah, I know it's a good card, but this is the thing, and this is what the women's wrestling can do. And I think this proves the point where, given a chance, it's weird that the Raw matches didn't deliver out of all of them, because even though that's the main place for the Revolution, the matches just didn't deliver because the characters aren't as strong, whether it be because it's Ronda Rousey or whether it is. But the SmackDown women delivered, the NXT women delivered, and the Mae Young, and that's what it was all there for. And I think to have a pay-per-view like that on its own, to show that we don't need kind of male talent in it, that's why the rate's so high. Because the other pay-per-views we watched have been a chore, and that for me kind of flew by, and because it was different. And in this day and age of wrestling, I want something different. Rather than kind of rehashing the same old.
But then, you know, it could have been vastly improved if you'd have had Bayley versus Banks for the title, and then you'd have had fucking hell, what's her name? Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
And a couple of women against the Riot Squad, you know.
Yeah, you could have done, but you could have had Banks. You could have Banks, Bayley and Rousey triple threat match. It's not had them involved in a triple threat match yet. You know, you could take a Rousey, put through an announce table, and then Banks and Bayley.
Yeah, but then it would have been a fucking Brock Lesnar
moment. Yeah, but they could have then had a 5
right
10
towards
minutes
the end.
themselves.
Rousey comes in, German suplexes everyone, hits everyone.
Isn't that
with
what
F5.
Charlotte did in the last match? I know she lost, but didn't she rise from the ashes like Lesnar has done in the past? So, you know, nothing's new in wrestling, but it's kind of reinventing it and having something a little bit different as well, that we haven't seen all the time. And like rehashing old ideas and bringing up the past. Speaking of which, our next episode, WWE Crown Jewel, so you can all listen to that with us there. But that's it. Last thoughts on Evolution, the first ever women's only pay-per-view.
I hope there's another one.
Yeah. So that is it. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at
Vince McDan, WWE.
I'm at John_Rowlands. Across all the Google platforms, WWE Net Review on Google+. Send us an email, www.podcast@gmail.com. We're also on Facebook.
Yes, Facebook. You can come and find our page and give us a like with a WWE Network Review podcast. Or you can come and find me and add me as a friend. I am Vince McDan.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, WWE Net Review Podcast. We've got all the clips going out there. Clips go out at the same time. They do on YouTube. We do other places like SoundCloud.
On your phone.
And don't forget, we're in a couple of new places.
Yes, we are on Instagram as well. We're just uploading all our new pictures, or all our pictures from live events. We're going to be putting our podcasts up there as well. You can follow us at WNR_podcast.
You can also listen to us as Freak Radio. We've got live shows coming up the end of November. Stitch Radio and iTunes. We can download, subscribe, rate, and review there. But that is it. I have been James Rowlands, and as always, I was joined by
Dan White.
Happy birthday to me. Thanks, everybody, and bye.
Bye.